I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. You can talk all you want. I'm just not going to listen to you. Nope, just go over there. Just go over there. I'm a handful because you just told a man to walk down a public sidewalk and keep moving. You need to get another job, tyrant. I'm going to go ahead and invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, my Fourth Amendment, my First Amendment right to film you. Are you blinding my camera?
I'm blinding your camera.
I mean, I know you want to see my hands. That's fun. I don't mind. You know, officer safety, right?
Are you willing to show your ID or no?
Come on, man. You going to hit me with that?
I'm just asking.
You're asking and not demanding, and I'm going to politely reject that. How about you go ahead and shut up and go on about your day? That's all right. You made the thumbnail. You're making the thumbnail. Good job. Go. Bye, bootlicker. Bye, bootlicker. I am doing my job. I am letting them do their job. I haven't said a word, so shut up. Respect your rights. Respect my rights, and go on about your day. Can I assist you tonight, officer? Do you need some help? How about that? Public sidewalk, don't even talk to me. Do your job. I'm in the shade. Don't talk to me. I'm over 25 feet alone. Leave me alone. Unless you want to go on the local news like Fort Worth PD. Just leave me alone. Mind your business. Now that your scene's over, sir, I need your name and badge number.
I'm not done.
You are done. The scene's gone, sir. Okay, what I'm asking you.
I don't like you walking up to me. I don't know you.
I'm asking you to identify yourself, sir. You gave me bad commands. Violated my First Amendment. Back off. Back off. And I am. He told me to go to the tree. I'm working on it. Back off. I'm complying. You need to listen to your sergeant and back off and de-escalate. De-escalate. And Sergeant, I want to file a complaint on that individual right there. I want my federal tax money back for that de-escalation training he didn't get. You should have done that before you got in my face, asshole. I don't know why you guys keep violating people's rights. Member of the press, but go ahead, get in my face next time. I already heard you. Why don't you just go ahead and invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and go back over there. Top cop, CASHAPP. You want to ask what I'm feeling? Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're live and we got a Darren who wants to come bother me. Jeez, people can't just mind their own business. I'm not, sir. Not yet. And there we have another Karen that can't mind her business. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Someone who just couldn't mind her business. She has to come bother me and infringe on my constitutional rights to film in public. Hey, boss, can I get a supervisor? The only reason they're coming over here and harassing me and interfering with my duties and my protected rights is because I caught them slamming this guy to the ground. I never said a word to him. I know, I've got it on camera. Just have this guy walk away. I have not come any closer for 12 minutes. And until they slammed this guy to the ground, nobody said anything or came over and interfered with my First Amendment protected activity. Just call until you started threatening me with violence. You're threatening me with violence. And you're putting murder gloves on. Look at this, guys. They are murder gloves, sir. Murder gloves. First Amendment retaliation at this point. First Amendment retaliation. But this officer safety shit is getting a little old. Come on, Thor.
Respect your rights, respect my rights. Let's keep it civil, let's avoid the fights. You do your job, I'll do mine. On this public sidewalk we'll both be fine. Respect your rights, respect my rights. Let's keep it civil, let's avoid the fights. You do your job, I'll do mine. On this public sidewalk we'll both be fine.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. YouTube. No, I have not been on here religiously like I have been lately. I've been out filming, so I do want to apologize. So I'm kind of doing this little live stream tonight. I know there's somebody went live right before I did, so that's probably going to hinder the amount of views that we get today, but that's okay. I'll take my normal core group. As you can tell, I've got a fresh haircut here, fresh little shave. Of course, it's kind of more like 5 o'clock shadow at this point. Getting cleaned up, getting ready. I'm going to hopefully hit at it again Monday. So updates. We are currently about $1,440 away from paying the attorney in full. Trying to hurry up and get the money because it may look like it may not end up going to trial. It may end up squashing it before. It was only going to be most likely a 1 or 2 day trial anyways. But we just need to get this money in here so we don't have to worry about continuances and things like that. Just so we can be done and move on to the next step of holding our police and government accountable. Now, I don't want to go into more details about that, but it does look like my case of disorderly conduct is going to be a fairly easy one to resolve. So I'm not going to go too much onto that. That's really kind of the update. I really need to get the funds in, folks. Get the funds in. Let's get this lawyer paid and move on. I'm really looking to get this channel, now that I've been doing this full time now for a couple months, trying to get out there and film every day, do records requests as much as needed. If you need help with records requests trying to obtain, you can reach out to me and email me at bzwatchdog@gmail.com. If you need help on some records requests, I will be accepting donations to take the time to help you and get those if you need those. Any other things like that. It just I'm going to be kind of working for donations to be able to try to help raise this money. Got some things scheduled. I've got videos scheduled to come out on Monday and Friday mornings at 7 a.m. Central Time. If you have a membership, you can now see those videos now. They are uploaded. I am going to go over a couple of things. So that's pretty much the updates right there for right now. As far as in the reviews, what I'm trying to do is show the different types of audits. People think that just because, it's not a government building, that it's not a First Amendment audit. That's not true, guys. I don't do this just to go after government officials and get lawsuits. That's not what I'm trying to do. I like to create content. I also like to exercise my First Amendment right to record in public. It's called the right to press. I don't need anyone's permission. People don't need to, what's going on, Wolvie? And I do want to thank the people that are here real quick. I'm kind of glad you reminded me. Agego's always in here, so Agego, I appreciate it. I know you like to be the first one always in here and the first one to comment, so thank you. Let's TVO, big supporter. We probably talk at least once every day. I've got some things that I'm kind of help cooking in Albuquerque with them, and I'm just trying to be as much help as I can. My name came up my channel name came up in a police report regarding them, and I've had to file some complaints with the Civilian Oversight Committee against the city of Albuquerque, the communications center, the officer specifically. So I'm waiting to see what that brings. We got Chuck P in the house, another big supporter. Wolvie, I did it, but let me do this real quick, man. I was up late on the phone and editing last night, so I didn't get to really look at anybody's content the last few days. It's kind of why we're going to be showing some videos today. Let's see. I don't see a video from you. I see a live stream. Unless it's the live stream that you did on, unless it was the one on James Freeman or the one on the Donald Trump one. Yeah, I'll drop the link real quick. I don't mind you coming up here, Whoopi. What do you mean, why aren't I editing? I got everything I need edited. I got to go and get more content Monday morning now. But everything is scheduled, Chuck. Everything is scheduled. So the latest video will drop March 21st. So I've got video dropping Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, and then on the 21st, that's my last content that'll be dropping out. Look at this. We are graced with presence and greatness. And I always say that when I got a bigger channel than myself on here. What's going on?
You know, I don't care about big or small. We're all human beings, and
well, that's because you're not a woman, dude. Only women care about big and small.
Better watch out, Carolyn, bite that ass.
You ain't lying. She would, bro.
Hey, Dig, man. So last night, you know how we're always no, I don't mean to take any away from your content or anything. So forgive me if you don't mind if I get into some meat and taters here.
No, not at all. In fact, let me do this real quick because I am actually going to be showing some videos. I've actually got them all queued up. So I went to your channel real quick when you said that. I was just trying to figure out which video.
Well, that's the surprise. That one is some content that everybody's going to use. Okay.
Which one?
And I want to make sure that I release that the right way before I start showing it all over the place. The one that you see, the live stream that I did today was in redress. I mean, I was in a full protest today inside there, and I wanted them to charge me with a misdemeanor. So, because my whole intent was that I can get their code of conduct, you know, because I'm under redress and protest, and it would be a 50-50 thing whether I get found guilty on it. But through litigation and being able to get their code of conduct, it seems like that's the only way we can get it is through discovery. And
which police department are you talking about?
Wyandotte. It's not in none of my videos. It's on a live stream, and it's not up. But I don't know. That one might be up if you want to go see the redress or the protest that I did inside Wyandotte Police Department today, screaming at the top of my lungs because I'll bet you the fuckers in the cell block seen that or heard me because the sergeant decided to dismiss himself because he thinks him and I know each other and that he treated me good when I was in a cell back in the day and that he was a good cop. Then he thinks that we have that same relationship, you know, and I'm sorry, I just don't. And I let them have it with, you know, both barrels as far as what I believe that they're doing and how they're arbitrarily enforcing laws. And then you do realize anybody that you right now can go to this city, and if a cop sees you walk inside or on a public right of way, which is called an alley, if you don't have a purpose, if you're not doing business, if you're not there for it's improper use of an alley, and it's a CI and it's $75. They literally wrote me up for recording them in a traffic stop that they had for the same reason. A guy came through the alley and parked in the parking lot, and they pulled him over and they wanted to search his vehicle, and he said no. And they got this dog, dude. They got this dog. Obviously, there's something wrong with him because he keeps attacking people. On the way out to the vehicle, bro.
Well, that completely goes against your Ninth Amendment of right to travel and right to stop, man.
Yeah, dude.
I
this
don't
guy.
know how that ordinance got passed.
Because tyrants do that. But check it out. They're not legislators, you know that, and it's the city council that did that. But the point I'm making is that this guy was on probation, so he was scared. You do sign a contract with while you're on probation that you have to always participate in law enforcement. You have to be, when an officer tells you what to do, you have to comply. Okay, that's the contract that you're under. He was on probation in their city, and he was scared to death. So when they pulled him over, they didn't even need the dog according to the contract they signed, but they did bring a dog out. And the dog, while on the way to the vehicle, literally turned on one of the cops that he walked past and almost tore that woman off. And I'm like, damn, I got that on video. And when he walked it all the way around the vehicle, he never indicated until the guy rolled down the window and the dog seen that there was a human being there. And then he went into attack mode again and tried to attack the guy for rolling down his window. Just, isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds to me like it's an unhinged dog. The guy's probably beating the dog at home, because usually dogs don't get that aggressive unless something's going on.
Very disobedient. This dog was so fucking disobedient.
I don't know if you've ever seen my dog Brownie, who my logo is after. The logo was designed from a picture of Brownie. A lot of people have seen him, and he is, even though he may bark, it's because he's communicating with you. He is the most sweetest and gentlest dog in the world and would not attack a fly. You know why? Because I am not mean. I don't yell at him. I treat him with a lot of love. And unfortunately, I baby him so much that I feel that if he walked up and if I turned my head for 2 seconds, somebody might snatch him up from me, because he's that trusting. So, but
he sounds like a good dog to me. He sounds like obedient, loving, and
he is.
Cuddle. Like he sounds like he's cuddling. He sounds like a dream dog, like every one of us want. All of us want a good dog. But the dog that I seen last night was so disobedient. I don't even know how they used him in good.
But think about this, Wolfie. If you've heard about the dogs that have to usually be put down for viciousness or used in dog fights, right?
Yeah.
That's because people are beating them to get mean, or they're starving them to keep them aggressive. Dogs just, they're usually territorial or defensive. They're usually not aggressive unless they're mistreated.
Well, when they're in a hostile environment, with these cops, a lot of them are just hostile, and they have marginalized these dogs to attack people just in general. And it didn't, this dog, the reason why I'm saying the disobedience, and the dog was definitely, it wasn't appropriate for him to use it. Usually these dogs are trained not to attack people that are in uniform. They know that is a major sign. It's either they're fully for it or they're fully against it, right? They're in anything in uniform. Most dogs are domestic dogs. They'll attack. They don't know who the mailman is. They don't know who police officers are. They don't know who the meter man is. They just know it's a goddamn stranger. And they do what they do. They bark and they alert. And my dogs, I've always had dogs that were guard dogs. So my dog would attack. Okay. And except my last present Canario, he was smarter than that. He wasn't territorial. He would listen very well. If you could walk up into my yard and play ball with him, but if you went and touched the doorknob, you get eaten. If you go touch the garage, he'd eat you. But you can go and play with them. So that shows how he wasn't territorial. Like the domestic German Shepherds, Doberman Pinschers, Rottweilers, etc., etc. I got very lucky with that breed. Sometimes they can go really crazy, but I don't want to spend that much time talking about him. But the problem is in the disobedience that I've seen, it just wasn't appropriate, and it wouldn't in good faith, right? Because all these police officers are working in good faith. So how can you justify in good faith on a pretextual stop that this dog alerted that there was drugs in this vehicle when this dog could not stop wanting to attack people. When you go after your own, that's bad enough, let alone not being able to hit, because he took him down both sides of this vehicle and it didn't hit until he rolled the window down and he seen a human face. It's sad.
Yeah, and it could have just startled him with the window going down and caused the dog to go in just the stupid mode is what I like to call it. But
right.
You know,
but you know that's not an indication, right?
No, that's not an indication. That is definitely not an indication. And if you're going to do a proper walk around, usually typically what you do is you pull the person out of the vehicle. Okay. You close up the door, you roll up all the windows, and you run the dog around the car. You don't run the dog around the car while somebody's in the vehicle. That's not how that works.
Well, if somebody's denying a search, it's usually because they don't have probable cause. Okay, the reason why the dog's out. So if they asked you to step out, they still have to have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, because Pennsylvania v. MEMS goes on the escalation of why you'd want to pull that person out, because if they don't have suspicion of a crime, then they can't use that. So that's why they left them in there. Okay.
Well, when you're in a motor vehicle, if there is a traffic infraction or, like you said, reasonable articulable suspicion to detain somebody for whatever reason, okay, the driver, based on other case law, P versus MEMS in Maryland, I think it's Maryland versus Wilson, where people can exit out. Now that's usually abused by most cops to get you out of the vehicle. The only reason that's used to get out of the vehicle is you've got to have reasonable suspicion, not reasonable suspicion. You have to have reason to believe that that person is armed and presently dangerous to that officer's safety. It's kind of like a back to Terry v. Ohio kind of thing, but in the vehicle situation.
Well, brother,
it's an extension of Terry v. Ohio.
It was an omission in my opinion. In my opinion, I think they didn't pull him out because they knew that the probable cause wouldn't stand in a court of law, because it was an infringement to begin with. Okay, remember you got 6 city councilmen and women that voted on a resolution to pass an ordinance. All right, this wasn't a law; this was an ordinance. Okay,
no,
so
I get that. I get that. What I'm saying is, for them to detain him in the vehicle, to even call for a dog, or even if the dog's even there,
that's the right way.
That's
the right way.
Now he's detained or not, whether he's detained lawfully, unlawfully.
Oh, the car's detained. He's immediately, as soon as the cherries and berries come out, it was detained. The question is, do they have further reasonable suspicion to bring it out so they could do a Terry frisk on him and do their job right, and not consenting to a search is leads to reasonable suspicion, let alone reasonable articulable suspicion. Okay.
Well, what I'm saying though, Wolvie, it goes a little further. So let's say there is a right violated there somewhere, whether it be a Fourth Amendment right violation, or for any reason there, okay? Anytime that you take that, like that ordinance, if they find that ordinance is unconstitutional, and that should be everything after that is fruit of the poisonous tree, everything else can be thrown out.
Yes.
So it does everything is suppressed. So
yeah, but check this out. Here, let me beat you to the punch though. I'm going to give you an example in where's that at? Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay. They pulled somebody over, and they pulled him over for a speeding ticket. No, they pulled him over because he didn't have a light on his license plate. It was a pretextual stop, and he was drunk, and he didn't have a license. Right. So they did something as far as, because they went out of their jurisdiction. They knew that he drove in their jurisdiction, but when they lit him up, they lit him out of jurisdiction. That led to this. Okay. you can always fight on jurisdiction. If the law doesn't stand, it's still jurisdiction. What?
I need you for 2 seconds.
Go ahead. What? Hold up a second. All right, I'm gonna try to be as polite as I can be because my wife wants me to. She needs my opinion because she's putting up something out. She's redoing how women they go to redoing shit and decorating. They got you if you don't give them their opinion, you'll be in the doghouse. So I gotta give the opinion, but.
No, I wouldn't give any opinion. I just invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
that she won't let you get away with this. She's smarter than that. But check this out. So what happened here is that I have educated these cops. These cops, I don't know what it is about my area, the 19 cities in the downriver area, but they're a lot smarter than the average police around, and they're better policing. I don't know if this area is one big what do they call that a project like I don't know if it's if it started off as a project as an experiment. I'm really, because just the mannerisms are just a little better than the average police departments around in the state of Michigan. Like Grand Rapids, that issue I'm talking about, it's terrible. They're terrible policing. And that case law said that because they had limited jurisdiction, that they didn't have any other reason to give him any other or to step over any other protections without an assist. Okay, meaning they have, you know what an assist is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that other jurisdiction has to come in because you're in there and they have to assist you. Because he didn't have that, dude, they made him get out and they took a blood test. He was way over, right? But he beat it all because of jurisdiction, right? Same thing with that. If you don't, you could fight jurisdiction because jurisdiction is an issue whether or not they had the right to pull you over or not. Not just because of an issue of your geographical jurisdiction. It's the jurisdiction of the law. Did you lawfully do something unlawfully? Okay. And
well, that's why it's always important to get a copy of your complaint so you can challenge the jurisdiction and the authority of
exactly.
The
exactly. And I think they're learning that. And I think that, like I told you, that I've already trained a lot of these guys in the past 4 or 5 years. And I usually don't get that type of response. And I'm not really worried about it because I know I'm going to beat them. But one of the charges, now we know that loitering, you can't be loitering while engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. So that's out the door right there. So that's what it come down to, of going and driving into an alley or walking into an alley, right? Unless you had a license to garbage pick. That was the exception in that law that they passed, or that resolution that they passed that became a ordinance, right? Because that's the English. So going back now, getting to there's another CI on that, was disturbance, right? And that's all it says. There's nothing there to describe it. It just says disturbance. You know that's going to get kicked because it's overbroad. It's not specific. You know, in Terry v. Ohio and in Houston v. Hill, it talks about First Amendment rights. It talks about specific police officers not being the arbitrators of the First Amendment. They could not pick and choose a law and criminalize that constitutionally protected activity because of their feelings or an unarticulable hunch, like it says in Terry versus Ohio, and then Houston v. Hill. So, and Houston v. Hill is just crazy. It wasn't even codified when they were doing it, because that's really what surprises me about that whole thing. If you guys like watch that and take the time to watch that on your own time, it's kind of crazy how they took that to the Supreme Court.
Well, it's
And-
like I got 2 of these audits, man, and you guys, you've probably had this happen to you several times. I know we see this in a lot of videos where you're engaged in a First Amendment right to assemble, petition, speech, press, all that good stuff, filming the police, and the next thing you know, they are going to the business next door or where they're at to go into solicit a trespass just so they can get rid of you in the camera. So what they're doing at that point is actually violating your First Amendment right. Because if that person had never come out and said, hey, you know what? I don't want you on the property. I've already got the police here. I want you to leave. Now you're obligated to leave that property. But for that officer to go above and beyond to go ask and persuade that person to trespass you. And if you notice, that person never usually comes out and tells you directly. It's always the cop.
What is it? What is it called though? Flat out, 2 words. What is it?
What, as far as in what?
What they're doing, not just the retaliation. What is it? Identify.
Well, to me, I always get them on code of conduct with that.
No, it's prior restraint. They're committing prior restraint, trying to shut your camera down, and while committing.
And I get the prior restraint, I get the California Bain Act and everything. And
right, but that's how they retaliate, though. And then you got a Manel claim on them.
I'm saying I have never seen anybody win a prior restraint claim. I've seen them do a First Amendment retaliation claim and win, but I've never seen them get it for.
Well, I think that's what the Bain Act is. The Bain Act is like 32 to 36,000 each time. A Bay Area transparency. Go look at his case.
Yeah, but the Bain Act is in California. If you look at it, it's in California.
Yeah, but it's all written off prior restraint. Judge Jackson, she wrote a dissent on that. Oh my God, dude. It makes me melt every time I read it.
I get it, but you try to apply that anywhere else and it's like go fly a kite,
No, you gotta fight it though. That's a fight. You're at war with these people. So you gotta go to battle. And write that, you got to write, it's called a plea, okay? You write that plea as you're pleading for your life, and you get really passionate about it, and you got to be really descriptive when you're doing it. And a lot of us just don't have it because we don't have that type of training. And they and these cops, they don't even have the training, let alone us. And we're learning as we go, and we know how to identify it. But as far as fighting it, we don't have the funds, we don't have the money, we don't have the resources, and they always take advantage of us. But I have learned that I got my individual achievement. I'm just being real about it, because all your followers that follow you are not always going to do what you do. Hell, half of them can't even do what you're doing because they're afraid. And when when there's fear that is being shown on the surface, they start pouncing like lions and sharks. It's like blood in the water. And it's kind of like my handicap last night to these new cops that could not stand me, that wanted to show their disdain. It's like they were getting they were getting footage to go to their private settings in their unions and say, yeah, we got this fat fuck. Look right here. We made him take a ticket, made him swallow it. Ha ha ha. But what they don't understand is, look, you didn't touch me. You never got my fucking ID, and you're not going to get it. When he asked for it, he ain't getting it. Fuck you. I didn't commit a crime. And he's like, well, it is a crime. It is an offense. You're breaking the law. No, I ain't. I'm not. Look, dude, I'm not here to loiter. I'm not here for the purpose to loiter. I'm in a constitutionally protected activity. I don't even want to be 10 feet from you. I don't want to engage you. Disengage. I don't want to talk to you no more. I mean, I got it all on there. And I said, Judge, look, he's following me. And then I went on private property. He said, well, you were already out there, so I need your name. I said, I ain't giving it to you. But somebody else mispronounced my name because one of the haters there, you know, with the blue line that he was wearing with the Punisher hat. Yeah, it's messed up. I'm gonna get their code of conduct. I was hoping that they would, you know, charge me with a misdemeanor so I can get it. I get their code of conduct just straight by discovery because they're charging me with a crime. So I would use their code of conduct against them because in there it says that they cannot wear any other material that other than what the city has approved, which is the patches and the Wyandotte badge and the belt and the shoes and the hat. You know, that's not an approved emblem. It's not. So, and they would be breaking their code of conduct. Most of them, if you get their code of conducts out, you'll see it. It's in most of them. So, anyways, I don't want to take any more of your time, but you know, keep fighting the good fight. I would stay and listen to you and watch the videos with you, but the wife is making me go out there, and plus I got dinner that's waiting for me. So I will holler at you.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming up, Wolvie, and updating everybody on your situation. I'd like to see that video, so whenever you put it out, let me know.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
See everybody in chat.
All right, guys. Just want to let you guys know that was Wolverine Transparency. I put his link in the right there in the sidebar. If you haven't gone over there and subscribe, go over there, subscribe, hit that like button for me. Chevy, I wanted to point out while Wolvie was up there, gifted a membership to one lucky person. I had 10 free ones to give out because it's the beginning of the month. I gave out those 10. So to those lucky people, you know, enjoy the content that I'm uploading early. It's over there in under the membership tab. You can watch the next, I think, 6 videos I got ready to go out that are scheduled to be published, you know, public whenever they are scheduled to be released. Sevenfold in the house, King Bluto. I saw you guys come in a little late there. Chevy. And then we got Age Go, Let's OTVO, Our Guy 936. I think I saw Chuck P in there. Let's see, who else did I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I saw somebody, Julianne Reyes. I got you right there. I figured your name was there somewhere. And Sevenfold 777. And Chevy with another membership to one lucky random person. And what I'm trying to do tonight is I've updated some things. We're about $1,440 in getting the lawyer paid off. It's looking good. Like we may get this thing resolved before trial. I don't want to keep dragging it out. I like to get the money together and get him paid and move on so I can start with the holding them accountable part of this long process. I'm trying to get my channel going and running to where it's make enough money to where I can take Brownie and myself and go travel the country and hit all these states and government facilities. And Carolina, there she is. I tried calling you earlier, but you know, so I can start traveling and hitting other locations just other than just the DFW area. I want to be able to bring you guys some really fire content to show you other things going on in other places of the country. Maybe travel your local town if you're having some problems or trying to get people made aware of that recording in public is perfectly normal. Now in today's age that we have cameras everywhere, especially them recording us. I'm not going to play all these videos because I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos queued up. And I'm going to let you guys know. I'm just going to give you some ideas of what different auditors are doing. This was the first time I was at a post office and the cops were called. So just to give you a little preview, and we'll go into a few things. I'm not going to show the whole video. If you want to go look at the whole video, it's trespass from the post office. Food supervisor shows up, see what happens next. So we're going to give you a little trailer here real quick.
Excuse me, sir. I need you to stop recording because you can't be recording. You have to take that outside, sir.
I have to stop recording. What law says that?
Okay, I'm gonna call the police, okay? Sir, you have to take it out in the lobby. So if you're gonna record, you have to record outside. Are you a paying customer? That's the lobby. You're inside our retail.
Will you leave the lobby?
What's your name and title, ma'am?
What are you doing in here?
Customer. Do not. I asked you, do not.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So they called all the armed men with guns to come get me today.
We want your
You got a name
so
that
we know that we know.
Well, sir, you're not going to get my identification unless I've committed a crime. Sir,
They don't want you. They don't want you.
sir, for what reason? I wasn't being disorderly.
It doesn't matter. They don't need a reason.
It is, sir.
Make it like ultimatum. It's like, okay, if you do this, then I'll.
There's no if. I asked you if I don't leave. You said you will arrest me for trespassing, and I have not been issued a criminal trespass.
This is your criminal trespass.
Okay.
This is your warning.
And you guys really need to get educated in Texas, guys.
Okay.
No, but I got 4 people with guns sitting here with badges. You know what I mean? Under threat of arrest to leave.
Business that has to do with financial transactions and stuff. They feel insecure
Mhm.
about it being filmed.
When did you guys become the feelings police instead of law enforcement?
Okay.
But you're here to enforce the law, correct, sir?
And part of that is being when people aren't wanted on places,
Because of their feelings.
it doesn't matter. Like he was explaining, there doesn't have to be a reason. Or not.
What do y'all do? Go to Tarrant County College for the academy? I'm not trying to insult you, but that's where everybody.
Well, that's how you want to. I mean,
I'm not
we
trying
can
to
have a
insult
civil
you.
Conversation, or you can be the way you are. That's
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just. All right, Sarge, what'd you come up with?
What's your name? I didn't get that when I first.
I'll identify as good
Okay.
citizen for
Okay,
now.
that's fine. Well, I'm Sergeant Bray. If you didn't get that from my name,
I didn't get your badge number.
so 882.
Okay.
So here's the deal.
So here's the deal. Now that was Carolina's favorite sergeant out of North Richland Hills. That's good old Andrew Bray. Of course, he was a sergeant, or I think a detective, back when she had trouble with him a couple of years ago. But that, I just want to show you guys, you know, people don't understand that you have the right to film in the post office. Now, I took this little clip from Long Island Audit because he was educating the post office. And now keep in mind, I put this video back out in May of last year. This was probably my 8th or 9th audit. It was probably my 6th or 7th post office. Yes, I have, our guy. Yes, I have. Not to the water park, if that's what you're talking about, but I've been up there. I've driven past it a million times. I know right where you're talking about. But yeah, that, you know, this filming the post office, I mean, I have seen a million post office audits. The post office never gets it right. They don't learn. The government does nothing. We're getting hit with trespass, criminal trespass, charges and things like that, and we're having to fight it. Texas Gal Audits just beat her trespass. I know of another auditor who I've been on the phone with the last few days that got a charge sent to him in the mail by the local cops after he was told to leave the post office, which means that was most likely his warning, but they tried to slap the charge. I'm kind of helping him on the back burner. He hasn't released it publicly, so I can't tell you who it is or what's going on. He hasn't even announced it. So I'm helping him with some things, especially since Tex Gal just got her case dismissed. And we're working on some things. There's just some things I'm privy to that I'll help people that I can't put out until they tell me that I can, but they have their own channel, which is bigger than mine. So they will, I'm sure, release it whenever they feel like releasing it. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to help those. Like Let's OTVO. You know, I talked to him earlier. Some people know that I'm helping him and Brick on some things because my name was brought into, my channel's name was brought into something they were working on, and I've been helping them on the backside doing records and stuff. But now I filed a formal complaint because my name ended up on a police report that they were involved in. And it should have never, my name should have never came up. So I had a problem with that. I filed complaints, and the investigation's underway as of Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm probably not going to hear anything back for a couple of weeks. And I've got at least a couple of weeks to a month. And I'm going to make sure I follow up with that, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. I've got some other, no, I did not, our guy. I have not been able to look at the news. Hey, let's see, I wanted to make sure he was laying down. Sorry. I try to stay away from the news because there's so many bad things. I'm usually editing, recording, collabing, working on records, or I'm out filming. So I don't have a whole lot of time to sit on mainstream media. I do have people that are emailing me things, links to videos, and that's the only way I'm catching half of what's going on in the world, man. But as far as in these videos, I got a bunch of videos to show. I just want to show that my style is different right here than most people. If you notice, I'm not even saying a word. That's more my style. I don't engage with anybody. I'm just there to record. I'm not there to engage. And if you notice, I'm being engaged in this one. So they call, after all of this, they call all these armed men with guns.
They kept asking me while I was recording. I tried to give them a beat.
And this is the kind of stuff I do with records, just so you guys know. Right here, if you guys notice, I do records for their data hire.
Officer.
Badge number. Yep, that's good, Let's. That's good. Badge numbers, salaries, disciplinary records. I go to the point of trying to put these in the videos because you never know when you may run into this officer. And if you run this officer, you're going to remember the face, you're going to remember the name, you're going to remember the department, and a few details about it. And it may give you an idea, if you ever have a run-in, what kind of bad officer or good officer, if there are any, that you're running into, that you kind of already know because you've seen them in videos and the name's triggered, or the face is triggered, or the badge, something. That's why I do that. I'm not really going to go into mine a whole lot here, but I do have some audits in the very beginning where I was just mostly doing post office audits.
Officer.
And I'm trying to explain to people that it's not just about holding the government accountable, okay? First off, the first thing I'm doing is I'm exercising my right to record in public places. I don't care if that's a building, a sidewalk, in front of City Hall, a park, anything that's public, I'm exercising my right. That's the first thing, okay? Is me exercising my inalienable rights. The second thing is literally educating people that what I am doing is perfectly legal and actually protected by the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights of the Constitution of these United States of America. Okay? People don't learn these things in school anymore. They start getting their feelings and insecurities out of whack and decide they want to call these goons who don't even know the law themselves to come and try to enforce feelings. And this is how people get hurt. This is how people end up getting unalived. And so if you see just this whole thing, I mean, listen to this part right here, okay?
You will arrest me if I don't leave right now.
What criminal trespass is?
Yeah, I have to be issued a criminal trespass warning, and it has to be a federal code on federal property, not state. Not state penal. Can I get a supervisor, please? Just call a supervisor.
He's right there.
And we're out of the lobby, so we've already accomplished what they wanted.
They don't want you here at all. They don't want you on the
I know, but I'm already out the property for whatever they're
This is
claiming.
still their property.
Okay. Supervisor, I'm requesting supervisor at this point. And I already told you I leave under threat arrest, but we're going to get a supervisor first.
Okay.
So I'm letting you know I'm complying with your orders, even though they're unlawful. It is, sir.
Making like ultimatums, like, okay, if you do this, then
There's no if. I asked you if I don't leave. You said you will arrest me for trespassing, and I have not been issued a criminal trespass.
This is your criminal trespass.
Okay.
This is your warning. This is your criminal trespass. This
Okay.
is your warning. This is your criminal trespass.
Okay.
This is your warning. This is your criminal trespass. This is your warning.
Case law, Moore versus United States Post Office. I would say, and you guys really need to get educated in Texas, guys.
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Okay. Texas or the United States?
All of
See, this guy just, it doesn't, I mean, this guy doesn't get it. And so the second part of the audit is unfortunately having to educate these idiots that took an oath that should already know what your rights are, uphold your rights, and protect them. And there is a part of this video right here. This is why I'm bringing this up. Where is this clown at? Something that Let's and Brick have been having trouble getting in Albuquerque. I had problem getting it as well. Let's see if this is it right here, maybe.
it's a rental, so you're not going to pull it back to me. I make sure I secure my but I know you're here on the installation.
Well, I explained that to him. Ground
Local code. It's
Maybe it's over here.
Information that's public.
Anything like that, right? Sergeant, do his thing
You were doing it.
because I have access. Which
Complete my trans.
was
What's your name? I didn't get that.
Tarrant County College for the Academy. Actually, I'm going to lean up against this bar behind you guys, if you don't mind. And if you guys have any more questions, I don't mind asking them. Verse with the
Okay.
post office and doing this.
Okay, I found it right here. Here it is. People's Court Audits by Carolina. Man, you keep changing your damn name on that, Carolina. But, so here we go.
Than probably anybody else.
You trying to prove something?
No, sir. I'm just exercising my First Amendment right. I mean, you took an oath to the Constitution, right?
According to Cranford's signed oath of office, it says that he will protect and preserve and defend the Constitution and laws.
You're supposed to protect my freedoms and uphold it, not violate them, right?
It's your job to protect you.
I'll,
It's my job not to violate.
now, if I was on private property, absolutely, they don't.
So there you go. Obviously, it's my job to protect my rights. That's what this clown just said. Over 20 years at that department, and that's the attitude right there. I mean, look at the guy. You're supposed to be a law enforcement officer. You can't even take your physical fitness serious. Now, I'm not one to judge physical fitness, but I'm also not doing that job where it probably requires you to be in some sort of. It's just like, would you want this guy, or even me? Would you even want somebody like me trying to get you in shape as a physical fitness trainer? Absolutely not. Because I couldn't take it serious, and I wouldn't want to pay for somebody who looked like me or looked like this guy right here trying to train me on getting fit. Trust me, there are standards with professions that require physical fitness. Me, I don't really care much about my physical fitness, so there are people out there that want to just knock me for my looks. Oh, well, you can't knock me for my brains. You can't knock me for my actions. You only knock me for my looks. So you ain't got nothing on me. So that kind of, like I said, man, if you're going to do the job, you got to be mentally, physically, emotionally, and mentally ready to come anything your way. And these guys, they don't get it. So yes, holding the government accountable is not the first priority of exercising your rights and filming it and getting it on. Now, I plan on coming up with some other ideas of locations. What, Carolina, what do you mean by inaction? She's calling me. Are you calling me a rookie? Is that what you're doing? Anyways, bottom line is I'm coming up with some other ideas. I want to come up with some sort of gimmicks. I'm still kind of trying to find my real style of auditing right now. So I do take a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I cram it all together. I throw a little bit of my personality and my education and knowledge in there. And that's what I come up with. Now, I do want to kind of show And I'm kind of glad Carolina's in the room because, like I said, I'm not going to go through all of these audits, the whole video. Of course, I am going to speed this one up because Pirate Terminator does talk a little slow. I mean, not slow, but he talks slow so you can understand him and stuff. So
go in here and see. They respect our rights to record in public.
Thanks for that, Chevy. Get another membership.
By anyone at any time. Let's go see. Administration office right here.
And it looks like he's doing an ISD. I haven't seen this one, but just to give you an idea of somebody else's style, some other type of location. So this is a county health department. Okay, so just kind of skipping ahead here real quick, because like I said, if you guys want to watch the full video, you go over to Tyler Terminator, watch the full video.
Like I had some gloves from giveaway. That's nice. That's nice.
So I do want to point out he is showing a lot of stuff on the walls. Nobody's bothering him that I can see so far. I'm kind of just skipping through. Okay, we might have something here.
It kind of sense a little something. I'm not going to speculate just yet, but we'll see. Excuse me, ma'am. Obviously, you work here, right?
Not with the health department, no.
Ah, okay. I was trying to file a FOIA request for him. One of these young ladies in this office told me to talk to administration, but they look like they're closed. So I don't know who do I speak with next.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can see. What kind of card?
It's a FOIA. So I'm trying to file a FOIA. Freedom of Information Act.
Oh, the FOIA request?
Yeah.
Oh, for the health department?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have to get that at the administration in the Stewart Center.
Okay, so you pointed to this administration.
You know what? And that's my mistake.
Okay.
It's at the administration for the county.
For the county. So that's why we get the actual form from. Okay. Well, since there's no standard form either required, I just fill it out on a blank sheet and hand it back to you guys that way.
So the FOIA request has to be completed by our administrator. She's currently at Carroll County.
Okay.
But you can definitely fill out a request and she'll get back to you.
Right.
Okay, so I just want to point out that's kind of Tyrant Terminator's kind of niche where he goes into places like this where they start giving him trouble. He asks for a FOIA. He has to educate these people on that they can take the FOIA and forward it to the correct department, but they always give him some flack because either they don't want to be on camera, 2, they're lazy, or 3, they just don't know. And that is the problem with these government officials. Now I'm going to see if I'm going to go through here real quick and see if the police, the police show up on this one. See this encounter real quick.
Oh, okay, I just heard it. So yeah, he's standing at the door right now. Video.
Yeah, I saw your live stream, Carolina.
That's why I called the code brain.
How you said they were going to tow the bike. I saw that.
Hello.
How you doing, officer?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How's everything?
I'm all right. Nice day outside.
Yeah. Yeah, well, obviously they probably called you.
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm not really in touch. Maybe you want to speak to this young lady. I spoke to her earlier.
Okay, yeah, and I'll speak to you.
Oh, yeah, this manager right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? How you doing?
Oh, your bike camera?
Yeah.
And it's Officer Sanchez?
Yeah, it's Officer Sanchez.
What's your badge number?
What's it?
Appreciate it.
So what I'll talk to them in a second. What's
Okay.
going on? What brings you in here today?
Just coming in to exercise the rights, like I'm doing right now, recording.
Okay, yeah.
Like
I can't tell you not to record. I'm recording too.
Exactly. So that's all I'm doing. And then the second part of me being here is to file a FOIA. I was just in the middle of actually doing that.
FOIA?
Yeah, FOIA
Okay,
request.
What are you requesting?
Just general information. No FOIA.
Oh, so are you a patient here then, a established patient?
So that'll be private records. So these are for public records.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What are you requesting FOIA for, if you don't mind me asking?
Just general information. I do all the time. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So, yeah. And I had spoke to the taller lady right here in the gray and this young lady right here in the purple.
Okay, so I'm going to interrupt this real quick. So any of you guys who realize I've got to get the lawyer paid up, I go to trial on March 24th. We don't think it's going to go to trial. We think it may get dismissed before then, but I do need to get it paid so we don't go to continuances. Do me a favor, guys. Donate to the Cash App, the PayPal, the Venmo, the buymeacoffee.com. If you guys can't do it through PayPal or anything, because those funds go to the lawyer and other associated expenses, the super chats and the memberships that you see, Chevy's been gifting a membership. That's his 3rd membership. Again, thank you for that, Chevy. we actually make more because YouTube takes less money from the membership money. Plus, it also gives you guys a bunch of perks such as early content, emojis. I'd like to see the entire chat green and blue because then I know you guys are getting access to the early content that I'm putting out before it's released to the public. And there's Chevy again, I believe, with a fourth membership. I did give out my 10 free ones that we're able to give out during this live stream. So that's going to be 14 free memberships that have been given out during this live stream. So you guys, have that early content. It helps supports me, helps supports the channel. It allows you guys extra perks than somebody who may just be randomly coming in and out. And again, I appreciate it, Chevy. Thank you. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that we've raised almost half the money that we need to get the attorney taken care of, and we're still about 3.5 weeks out before the trial. I don't want a continuance. I want to get this money paid. I want to go ahead and get it squashed. That way, I can pursue the next step of my police accountability and government accountability phase that I talk about all the time. This is going to be planned. It's going to be coordinated. Everything. I'm not putting all my cards out there and telling every little detail and everything I'm doing because there's just some things I don't want them to know that I'm doing. It's right now I'm kind of keeping it vague until I do it. But anyways, guys, so let's get back into Tyrant Terminator since now he's dealing with the cops. See how he deals with the officer. See how he talks. He's not really defensive. He doesn't get angry. So this is one great style. And I'm going to get into funner ones. Like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other auditors after this one in my tab set up. So
they are aware, but I don't know.
I'm
not sure, but they called some type of code brown. So I'm not sure.
But did she tell you that she just couldn't give you any information? Then?
Oh, no.
Okay, all right, just hang tight.
For sure. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Called code brown on us, man, today.
They called code brown.
You can get that started then, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you not to record, but
right.
Not pushing it on them just because it'll make them uncomfortable too. Just how I can make you uncomfortable with my camera.
Well, not really.
To an extent.
Not really uncomfortable, Officer Sanchez, because you got to think about it. Every time we step outside our house, you on camera. So that doesn't make sense.
I get it, but it's just an uncomfy feeling for them just because you're holding a phone and they're being recorded.
You know what? Let me show you something. Watch this. You see the sign? You see the sign?
Yeah.
Security cameras and all. They letting me know, right?
Tell anyone to come in too and point that out and say that they're uncomfortable.
But watch this. Can I tell them that would I have a right to tell them to cut their cameras off?
Yeah, just how I can't tell you to cut your camera.
But why would they call it code brown though, officer?
It's probably something else that.
No, she told me. She told me it was because I was recording. That lady right there.
I don't think it was that big of a deal.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, so if you want I can stand by with you if you want to start your.
Oh no, you don't have to do that, Officer Sanchez.
Can I get your first and last name just so I can say that I talked to you and there was no other issues?
I would rather not, Officer Sanchez, just because no crime is afoot.
Okay, can I get a last name at least, just like I'm.
You know what? I know. You know what? Just call me TTA.
TTA?
Yeah, that's what a lot of family members call me.
Okay.
They call me TTA.
So I provided you with my last
Well,
name. My dad's number.
Well, to be honest, you're required to by policy. That's the only thing. Nothing bounds me to have to do that. So,
okay.
But you know what? One thing I would take from you guys is if you could jot down a CAD number for me. That'd be beautiful.
You want the report number?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So see, that's how I'm supposed.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I need that. So you see how I'm being lenient with you with providing a report number. Maybe you can provide me a last name just so I can say I talked to you.
Well,
last name doesn't hurt.
I understand. But
just so I can say.
Here's my thing. Let me try to get your information. Why? I haven't committed a crime. There's no reason why you should need my information. Nice try. I know you're trying to play good cop and get it, but what makes you think I want my name to go in a report or a database? And you keep asking, and you keep asking, and you keep asking, and you keep asking. Guess what? There's going to be a time where you just need to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I'm not answering any more of your questions. I don't consent to searches and seizures under the Fourth Amendment. And just that way they stop asking. Until you say invoke those rights, they're going to keep asking. They may not tell you because they're not within their legal capability of being able to demand it, but you should go ahead and just keep it stopped because just like James says, they got a fetish for IDs. They are like little crackheads anytime they think they can ID you. So, but obviously, oh, look at that look. Did you see, you guys look at that look? Oh, little attitude there. But anyways, I'm not going to show the whole video Obviously, TTA is here dealing with county health records, dealing with the cops, people freaking out, calling a code brown on him for filming. I guess that's what that means. But that's one style. So if you haven't looked at it, go check it out. Now, I do want to bring up this one. It's another type of style. Like I said, not every single audit is going to be in a post office or in a government building. I'm showing different examples, different auditor styles. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not bringing up James Freeman in these, but I did watch his live last night at the Border Patrol checkpoint. Damn. I really thought we were going to have to call, somebody to get him out of jail. But I want to show Harvey Freebird.
You're scaring me. Your black glasses and your that's scaring me.
You want me to take my hoodie off?
That's scaring me.
We're not being scary.
That's scary. But you're looking scared with the shade. I'm scared. Y'all scaring me. I'm scared. I'm scared. Y'all scaring me.
She's shaking.
Y'all scaring me. Y'all scaring me in here.
Man, please stop.
The things in the skulls on
Look.
your tattoos, that scare me.
Look.
The tattoos scare me.
I'm 8 feet from you.
You're not the camera right on my face.
No, right in your face is.
That way if you want to talk.
Man, you're lying. I can't speak to a liar.
Please don't touch me, sir.
Don't do that.
Please don't touch me. Just don't touch me, sir.
I know, I'm not. Just don't do that.
It's unwanted touching. That's assault.
So just to let you guys know, yeah, if you guys haven't seen this video all the way, this is a fresh one. I suggest you go check it out. I don't want to pull up the whole video. I kind of just want to give you guys a little bit of just a different style of audits, how they start out, where they're at, so you kind of have an idea on how either people in general or even government employees act the minute they see a camera. And it doesn't matter if you're in a public building or on a public sidewalk. The reactions are all the same. They call armed men with guns, and then the cops don't know their own rights. It's because I've got it on 1.5 speed, James. We'll see how they're walking past the Chamber of Commerce.
Okolona City Hall.
Okolona City Hall in Okolona, Mississippi. I'm with Harvey Freeberg and the Random Patriot.
I'm with Josh and the Random Patriot.
City Hall. City Hall. We got Harvey.
Can't see through.
Oh, it is open? I didn't. I just was looking across.
Carolina, do me a favor. If you want to come up, I know you're in the stream. It's easier if I talk to you if you're in the stream. I just put the StreamYard link down there if you want to hop in and join me. If you can, that's fine. If not, I understand. But yeah, come on up if you want.
Awesome. I'm probably going to hit it up after.
Oh, we heard y'all had some good food here.
I guess I'm open.
Oh, okay.
I know TJ's on the strip going back to the highway, so they take to your right before you go over the railroad.
TJ's?
Yeah. Then Brody's is here on the strip going back to work. Like you gonna go out.
Are they both like home cooking Southern food or?
TJ's. Yeah.
TJ's?
But Brody's is more like Holocaust. They have
Like a burger place?
hamburger steak, bacon.
Oh, okay.
That's a waste of tax money. And we're tourists and we're just walking around taking video and taking pictures. And I didn't know if this was part of City Hall or what.
No, it is not part of City Hall.
So this is like,
City Hall is,
yeah, we just left there.
yeah.
The lady was very nice. Yep.
What do you like? Do you like Oklahoma so far? I mean, you
Everybody's been really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat somewhere. The lady told us where a good restaurant is, so we're gonna go check that out.
We have several good restaurants, and like I said, we are the area chamber.
Cool.
Oklahoma area chamber / Main Street.
All right.
Carolina, now why would I ever call you fat? I might call you old, but I ain't gonna call you fat. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't call you old. I wouldn't do that too. I'm just messing with. No, I think that's. Did he really call you fat? Seriously? That's messed up. No, come on now. I wouldn't call you fat. I might call you crazy though. I might call you crazy. I might call you a little ADD, but I don't think I'd call you fat. I don't think so. Look at you. Come on, stop. I was kidding. Come on. I'm fat. I mean, hell, as they said in a 911 call, I'm a chubby white guy, fat white guy. heavy set white. I've heard all of them 911 calls, so I'm not too big. I don't really care. She's old and fat. Come on. She's not even that big. She's tiny, man. That's the funny thing. She's like 5'2". I think she's like 5'2". I don't know. She's next to me. She's short, so I don't know. I've never taken out a tape measure. She keeps forgetting the tape measure at home. So,
all right.
We are a design area, designated community and historical.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yes.
Very historical.
Yes.
What is this? Oh, the payment center.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
Good, are you?
Good, thanks.
We're just checking stuff out.
look at that. No profanity. Violators will be prosecuted. What, for language? Yeah, that's an unlawful sign.
Oh, no profanity.
Yeah.
Is dang it allowed?
I'm sorry?
Are you recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Charge Viking.
Ma'am, you're recording right there. There's literally a camera. It's a
Look at her. Prior restraint. Prior restraint. She's blocking the camera view with her arm. I'm just kidding. Carolina, you come up here though. I was wondering if you were going cop watching in Waco again tonight. You went again last night without me, so just saying.
We're working on a story about Oklahoma. I have really bad hearing. I mean, I'm trying to record everything. I don't need I don't have to have consent to film. I'm more than 6 feet away from you. My camera's not in your face, ma'am.
So we are journalists. We are just trying to come. Did you ask?
Put the phone down while you're talking. That is so rude. And you still putting it up.
Okay, can I answer my question? Or can I answer your question? So we are journalists. We come to different towns. We learn about the town by coming and talking to the people that work for the town. So we were actually just next door and had a lovely conversation with the people that work back there. They told us all about all kinds of stuff.
Okay, that's
It's been very polite. It's been very friendly and cordial. We walked next door, and now you guys are freaking out. So you guys are looking bad right now because we were just in a room where everyone was very excited that we were there.
No, sir, we don't look bad, but it's always
You do.
polite to ask for our consent.
So-
Well, you know what? That
See, we kind of go city to city, and so we left Tupelo,
See.
and we stopped at.
See, now again, even outside their city hall, they're still on a public sidewalk, even aiming the camera inward. These people are still freaking out their government employees. And this is in Mississippi. So I'm just pointing out, everybody's been beating me up about, why don't you do a government building? Why don't you do the cops? Why are you doing banks and smoke shops? And you know what? I'm trying different things. I'm trying to kind of think outside the box a little bit, maybe try something different that I haven't done. Something that not everybody's doing. I mean, there's a few people doing banks at this point. I do that find that is very good content down here in Texas, because almost every place I go to, they are just insecure about a damn camera. So it seems to be calling the cops. And when we were in a small town right here in Fort Worth, me and Carolina did what we literally had a rookie cop who'd been on the department a year and a half jump out of her car based on hearsay on a phone call from somebody who wasn't even in the bank or at the bank, who was just seriously driving by, tried to unlawfully detain us and start giving us the third degree, trying to figure out what we were doing, holding cameras pointed at a bank, a Starbucks, just filming on a sidewalk. It wasn't even one building in specific, because it was two businesses in one. And literally lost her damn mind. And that video is scheduled to be dropping here in the next 2 videos. I think that'll I dropped it in the chat. I don't know, you probably weren't paying attention, Carolina. You got a little ADD there. So it's so I mean, this chief don't even know the rights. He's the chief of police. He won't say his name. He won't identify himself other than saying he's the chief of police. So it's what's the word I'm looking for? Just no professionalism, no education, and that's what we're doing. We're bringing awareness. So like I said, this is Harvey Freebird. They're talking to this cop. Obviously, they're just I mean, look at how these people are reacting. I mean, sitting there with their camera outside, not getting their way. I mean, look at this woman right here.
The whole part where you told me I had to leave a public building.
I did not tell you that.
Because I was filming.
Man, calm down, man.
No, I said you should ask me.
Just take it down a little bit, man.
I'm speaking so here.
It's your demeanor.
See, so so I just kind of wanted to point, you know, that was a city hall. They weren't even really in city hall because it's so small. They're mainly on the sidewalk, and people were losing their damn minds in Mississippi. Now, keep in mind, Tyrant Terminator, I don't know if that was in North Carolina where he was at, where I showed that video. Harvey Freebird was in, you know, obviously Mississippi with Josh and Justin. This one is Joey Surreal in Florida with, I think, the police department.
You got a bad attitude, bro. I know you don't care because you know what? I don't care what you think. We the people. You got to respect the people. You got to respect the people. No, you did not.
Yeah, you're provoking.
Provoking.
Let me
now
pause this real quick because I got Carolina coming in real quick. And I don't know where she went.
I'm here. I'm just you took me down. Okay. I gotta take all this stuff off my computer.
There she is.
Shut all the links.
And she's back. And she's back.
Wait, I had some.
And she's gone. And she's gone. And she's back. And she's back.
I got to take all this stuff off. Let me take all this stuff off. Exit all of it out. Uh-oh.
What's up, Matthew Hayden? Where are you at? You look like you're in a closet or something.
No, I just turned this angle this way. Wait, I gotta take all this stuff off. So,
Carolina, I was really kind of going over like different styles of audits because, you know, I know you and I have been kind of arguing about where we should go and like what types of audits we should be doing and what time of the day we should be doing them at. I know we've been going back and forth.
Like, oh, Tom Banner, and whatever that means. I don't know.
Well, I like to do my audits during the day, and then I like, if I'm going to do cop watch, I like to do it at night where it's easier to kind of spot them, sneak up on them.
Courthouse. What about stepping inside a courthouse?
Let's see. Is that who I think it is right there? I think that's who I think I know who that is right there in the house. Yep, I think that's exactly who it is. Moses, if you want to come up, you can come up too, man.
Trying to leave the site.
Kansas City accountability in the house.
I had like a million tabs open.
Yeah, shut them all down.
Tabs open. I did. I shut them all down. Okay, there we go. So, So anyways, Anyways, I want to see the rookie tree.
You want to what? The rookie what?
Okay, so if anybody in chat wasn't there, we were in Arlington, and this woman was training a rookie. Oh my God! And first of all, I stayed in the car.
You want me to pull that one up real quick? Hang on, let me pull that one up. Let me pull that one up real quick.
BC starts saying stuff to him, right? Like, hey, rookie, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, I can't just sit in the car. So I get out of the car and he's like, he's got bulging eyeballs. So he's like, he didn't know who to look at. He didn't know whether to look at me or BC. So I creeped around to the back of the vehicles. And I got down behind one of them, and he couldn't see me, so he's like freaking out. I disappeared like that, like I was magic. And then I darted when he was looking at BZ. I darted from the back of the cruiser to behind a tree. And he couldn't find me. I was standing behind the tree, sneaking around the tree. It's so funny.
I got it pulled up. I got it pulled up. Let me play this for him real quick.
I want to see from your angle though, because I couldn't see it on mine. All I could see is tree bark,
Well, you know, the funniest part about this. Well, here's the thing, Carolina. The funniest part was if you watch this cop here, like the female doesn't give two craps that I'm sitting there filming because she's watching me to see if I'm gonna.
Stripes. I don't even know how they sold them all on.
She's watching to see if I'm gonna get too close and if she's gonna have to say something. And then because I'm maintaining my distance and she sees me, all of a sudden I see the rookie reach for his walkie-talkie real quick and radios, and that's when I realized that he was straight up a rookie. And of course, I had to take the opportunity to mess with the rookie because he made it so obvious. Now check this out, Carolina. Guess who we got in the house? Kansas City Accountability. Nope, Kansas City Accountability.
So is Miss Carolina right here? How you doing?
How are you doing? Are you going to call me old and fat too? I hope not.
No, he's too nice for that. He's too nice for that. But hey, Moses, what we're gonna do Moses, what we're gonna do real quick, if I can take over my show again, because Carolina likes to take over my show. So, but anyways, I'm gonna show this cop watch.
Right on. He goes
Carolina,
on and on. You're like
Carolina. I go on because I can't get in. What I'm trying to say is here. I'm going to play this cop watch, and then as soon as we're done, I'm going to move on to Kansas City Accountability's video because I actually had it queued up next. But Caroline, I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you see this from my view for the first time, and I'm going to let you narrate it to everybody.
Okay, I'm going to tell Moses. So what happened was I was really low on battery, so I was just in the car doing the battery. I'll just let him go out and do it, right? Well, when he went out to do it, out of the second door right
That's
there,
right. Get back up.
Oh.
Radio it in.
If it's a rookie, that's like cool. So there's a rookie, but he has to.
Oh my God! There's a guy with a camera.
I thought you said I was going to narrate.
Call for backup. Dangerous, suspicious activity.
No, that's me on the camera. That isn't me saying that, Caroline. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was me. That was me messing with the rookie. I wasn't saying anything.
Okay. I realized that he was like had to watch us because he's trying to impress this woman he's with because. That's the boss. That's the big boss. So I'm like, I'm decided I was going to get out and I was going to sneak around the back of that black patrol car there. So I did. I went behind that walked over there and he couldn't look at both of us. So he's going like this, trying to watch us. So I scrunched down. And then when he was looking at BZ, I darted behind that tree right there. That's right off the little screen there. I darted right behind that tree. And it freaked him out. It was so hilarious.
Yeah, we're going to play this real quick.
Who's the rookie? I think it's him.
Yeah, the dude's rookie. It's so funny how this guy's so funny.
Yeah, he's bothered by the camera. He's a rookie.
Camera, I'm narrating. That's not me talking. I'm narrating. That's narration.
Yeah, you're talking to your audience. Now, I have to stay 25 feet away too,
Yeah, Moses, to let you know, she's in appeals bond. She's going through an appeals bond, so she has bond conditions where she's not allowed to approach within 25 feet of filming cops.
I can't smoke crack either.
And she can't do any drugs or drink any alcohol. What were your other restrictions?
No crack. No crack. No crack.
I came prepared, folks.
I seen that behind the tree.
Yeah, I ran behind the tree right there.
I seen that.
Look at the rookie freak.
Oh no, officer safety.
I seen that dart behind the tree. That was funny.
Oh no, she hasn't even darted over there. She's not even
got a better view of this guy.
Somebody did run behind the tree.
Yeah, that was something I already darted.
Press traffic stop, guys. That's what's
it.
going on. Press traffic stop. Carolina's over there filming.
I like how you bring humor into your stuff. We try to too.
Here, let me turn this down a little bit because there you go. I'm turning it down because I was narrating during the live stream.
But I like how you bring, like, you were singing the other day to the cop. It was so funny. I was like, whoa.
I was saying all kinds of crazy shit.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Oh, look, you gotta look.
You.
She's talking
You
to
were
me.
singing to the cop. Yeah.
That wasn't me. That was Central Tyrant Investigation.
Oh, I have them all mixed up. No.
That was hilarious. Oh my god, that was funny.
Get this out right here.
I like flipping the script. They hate that.
Now here, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit right here because Carolina is like this guy's like eyeballing me and Carolina. I think Carolina is literally getting out of the car at this point. I mean, look at this rookie.
He's so his uniform's all pressed. His wife must have ironed it with
Smile for the
spray starch on
camera. Cheese.
There.
I hear you it's you getting out of the car right now at this point.
Yeah, I didn't know. I wanted to get your view.
And this is a traffic stop, right?
Now he was like on 10%.
You're good right there.
Yes.
Yeah, this is straight up just we were like literally 3 cars. I think we were 3 or 4 cars behind him when they lit this car up. So we pulled in and I jumped out and she was sitting on the passenger side where she could get a decent visual. But when she saw that I was razzing the rookie, she said, screw this. She jumped out and that's when she started going behind the patrol car. You're going to see here in a second. And then she was hiding behind the tree. And I mean, it was just messing with him. It was funny.
He didn't know where
like now he's watching.
Serious.
Never heard of a person being hurt with a camera.
See,
so I don't know, man. You act a little.
I'm off camera now. He's looking right at me.
Paranoid there, officer.
Yeah, it's because you're walking around the backside of the car right now at this point.
He's trying to
Never heard of a member of the press hurting any officer ever.
Hey, KCA, you know how I was talking about you working with somebody else and a cop showed up and you guys went different directions? Yes. That's because this guy right now is trying to keep eyes on both of us and can't. And it really messes it. Just makes it a better video.
He's watching me.
Look, see how she's going behind the car.
And he's like, oh, she's not a threat. I'll just pay attention to DZ.
Oh, no.
I'll just pay attention to DZ.
I'm so scared.
He can't find me. Where'd she go?
She's still hiding behind the tree.
Get Carolina hiding behind the tree. That's funny.
I said when she ran behind it.
Look, I'm gonna pull it back somewhere you can see her like running. Hang on.
She ran behind me. I'll see.
I'm pulling it back real quick. Just
Never heard of a member of the press hurting any officer ever.
I see. Like I can get away with saying a lot more things than what BZ can. Like,
Get Carolina hiding behind the tree. That's funny. Oh, this is funny. Hilarious. It's hilarious.
And that female cop was trying to keep a straight face. KCA, Carolina. I got a great view of the female cop. She was trying not to laugh when we were messing with the rookie. She was trying to keep her composure. She cracked a smile a few times and just kind of shook her head. And it's like, this rookie, I mean, first thing he did when he saw me holding the camera, gotta get on the radio, gotta call for a babysitter and let dispatch know.
they have that in their policy. When we show up, they have to call for backup. Anyways, his uniform is all crisp and clean, and he's like, look at him strut. We're moving on up.
Free to go? You get a ticket?
To the east side.
So that's that one. Now, Carolina, I haven't seen this video yet, This is actually KCA's. This was up next.
I thought you were going to show her the I don't know. I thought you were going to show her the I forget where I was at. I think I was in McPherson.
Junction City? Is that the one I need to show her?
I mean, I don't know. It don't matter which one you seen her. If she want to see this one,
the only reason I
wasn't going to show the Junction City one. I was thinking the I just thought that one was hilarious to me. I don't know.
He's Carolina. He's got a Kanye mask on.
Yeah, see, that's who I vote for every year for president. I do. It's a write-in.
Well, he did an audit. He did a bank audit with the Kanye mask on.
Oh.
So I wanted to show this because I didn't get to
go
watch.
ahead. You can let her see some of that one in. It just ain't no. It's not too much talking.
Didn't say nothing.
But that was real realistic. So
I can't
they
really
probably,
judge off his
looking out the
vibe.
window,
Was he
think
calling
just
or
guy.
not? But if I had to
Guy
make a
with a
guess, I
mask.
think they call him. A dude sitting outside of here with a,
It's funny.
with a mask on.
Something.
Look at that.
Can you help me with while you're taking pictures?
I can't
It
believe
sounds
he
funny.
left Kim Kardashian.
Here, I'll pause it, Casey.
It sounds.
You probably have too many tabs open.
Y'all sound weird now.
Tell us about the town. Tell us about this town, because, like, you know, I went up there and I
I can't hear.
NC
Let me
Tower
leave and come back.
Oh, okay.
Carolina, he probably can't hear us because I think he took a quick phone call and it might have interrupted StreamYard when he came back. Trill Spill in the house. There he is. He's back. And he's back.
I can hear y'all now. I couldn't hear. It sounded like a robot.
I think it's because you took that phone call. I think you took that phone call.
I was actually declining it. I text somebody though. Maybe that was it. But I can hear now. Go ahead.
But anyway,
Carolina, I want to tell you, he was doing a silent audit with the Kanye mask on, so he wasn't saying anything to these people.
When they were saying that you had a mask, you know, I heard them saying about the mask. The cop, you got the mask on. I thought they just meant one of those masks. You know, not a Kanye mask.
No, you know what? The first video that I saw of KC's months ago was he had this big old straw hat. They always described it as a big old straw sombrero with a face mask on, and then his sunglasses. That's kind of like his like his signature.
The first one I saw of him was when you were in a courthouse, right? And you were filming the things on the walls, and I think they weren't going to let you go upstairs.
I think you got the wrong person.
Exactly what
were you in a court? Casey, were you in a courthouse?
I have. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
They didn't want to let me go in that room over there. I think that video actually got taken down.
Right, that's it. It was that room. They didn't want you to go in that room. And then you were like, why? There's no sign on here.
Yeah. It was a black guy in there right there. He just started the job, actually.
But it's so funny how, like, they just are, these people that we deal with are so ignorant of everything, because first of all, they're warned about us that we're going to be instigators and we're going to make them look bad on YouTube. They make themselves look bad, right? I mean, I don't know how many times I've physically been picked up and thrown out. I look like Beverly Hills. What was that one that Will Smith was on?
No, it was Beverly Hills Cop. It was Eddie Murphy when they carried him and threw him out the window.
He was living in Bel Air. He was living in Bel Air, and they throw DJ Jazzy Jeff out the door. I mean, I've been thrown out like that so many times.
Yeah. They didn't throw you, but
over there.
There's one video where like two cops,
I get thrown out a lot.
Two sheriff's deputies or marshals literally picked her up off her feet and carried her out and set her out the side of the courthouse. So,
that's wild.
I was like Dorothy when she's being picked up by the flying monkeys and her feet are going like this, you know, and the flying monkeys are carrying Dorothy in the movie. I couldn't reach.
That's wild.
Ground. They picked me up and threw me out.
That's wild.
I've been physically thrown out of a lot of places. I got thrown out in Tennessee.
Well, check this out.
They do it to me when I'm alone. Only when I'm alone.
So Carolina, I want you to take a look at this though. So watch this. He's being silent. And here comes what you like, female cop.
You're wearing a mask and you have your video in the bank. Is there a reason you're wearing a mask?
Is there a reason why that should you ask people that? Is that polite?
And he still ain't saying nothing to her yet. Oh man, code 3, the dude's rolling in hot.
There's another one.
Casey, you want to read that comment? Casey, you want to read that comment on the screen?
I've seen Casey get jammed up a lot.
What? When? I've never seen him get jammed up. Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, you're making a phone call in the back of the police car.
I've seen him get jammed up 3 times so far.
More than that, you see the
Holland,
Omaha.
They pulled me out the post office before.
No. Holland, Savage, and Bailey, and then that idiot in Junction City the other day.
Yeah, it's more than that. My second one, they pulled me out the post
Where's
office.
Junction City? Where's Junction City?
No, when I say jammed up, I'm talking like in cuffs. I've seen it at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are fun days.
And here comes this clown. Hey, if these guys were allowed to wear clown suits, how come Casey can't wear a face mask?
I know.
Hello, sir. I'm also there with
I always hated masks, but the Connie mask is cool.
calling in and saying
Who's gonna run here?
mask on around the bank. It's about 70 degrees outside. So what's going on today?
That's funny. You know, did you?
Do you have any reason
for being that kid?
I paused it. What do you got to say, Carolina?
You remember that boy that got murdered by the cops? His name was Elijah, and he was a violin player. He was real skinny, and
Nope.
he got murdered in Colorado.
Nope, I don't
By
recall
the
that.
cops when he was walking home. He was 18 years old, and he was a violin player, and he was a nerd. He was the biggest nerd ever. But that how they're questioning him about this mask and everything reminds me of how they treated that boy, Elijah Cunningham. No, I don't remember his name now. He was a famous one. He got killed in Colorado by the cops, and they pumped him with 2 shots of narco. He died. And the paramedics got in trouble for it too. But anyways, why do they question people on what they're wearing and how they're acting? You know, the way they do. It's so like intrusive, I think. You know, and that's what they're doing to that kid before they killed him.
Well, see, here's the thing, Casey. If he wasn't doing a silent audit, he could tell the officers that he's trying to make people aware that he's recording in public, and if he wants to create privacy, like he's doing with the Kanye mask, that they need to do the same thing if they don't want to be on camera. I'm just saying that's one of many things that he can do. He can do the silent audit. He can do what I'm saying. He can invoke his fifth and not answer questions. Period.
And I messed up on 2 of the videos.
Or he could say that he's
Carolina, you got to calm down and not talk over everybody.
Yeah.
I think I messed up on 2 videos.
Are you effing kidding me? I'm waiting my turn.
BC Watchdog. On the Junction City video, I forgot to put the Warren Sapp little trailer thing right. That would have hit so much harder if I would have had that little Warren Sapp clip on that video. Also, the video I'm actually doing right now and I'm putting up for Monday. that it's two videos in one. The first video should have went with the video that I had with the other president. When I get into, I have a back and forth with the president of the bank. I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans, man. You know, should I spill the beans? Should I say there, or should I don't know?
That's up to you.
Yeah, spill the beans. There's just a few people in here. Do it.
Spill the bean. Okay, so I do a video and the president of the bank brings me in and take me to the vault and let me record it. So that's the it should I should have had look, the video I'm telling you about that's going Monday, I should have had it before this video to show you how two different presidents at two different banks, how they act. So he could have saw how the other president acted. That's yeah, but it's okay, man. It's still gonna turn out okay. But I wish I could have put that one with this one.
Now, so what you?
Well,
I think that what you should say when they
Carlos.
ask you, why are you wearing that mask? Tell them, sort of stifle a sob, like I have third degree. I have third degrry burns on my face.
That's what I was going to tell him. I have an ugly face. I was going to tell him I have a really.
Yes,
I was going to tell him I have an ugly face.
Or you can say, here's one even better one, because this is a true story. Tell him you tried to commit suicide with a shotgun to your face, and you don't really have much one left. You have
No, hold on, Casey, I got a really good one before you say anything. Look, we all seen that movie Deadpool, right? You just tell the
Deadpool.
Just tell the officer you got a deformity under the mask, like Deadpool. You ever seen that movie Deadpool, sir?
You ever seen Deadpool? I was thinking that already. I was already thinking that.
Just some random stupid shit. Just some random
another
stupid
mask
shit.
under the Kanye West.
There's another
burn
one.
victim mask under the Kanye.
Well, you know what?
That'd be hilarious if they say take your mask off. You take it off as another mask.
Well, you know what's funny is you say that at the end of Deadpool, at the very end, when he took off his mask, he actually had a mask stapled of Hugh Jackman to his face. So
that's funny.
So
But,
if
you
he
know,
did something like that,
I've seen people who
that
don't
would
have
be
faces from shotguns.
you know, here I got
Try to
one for you,
commit suicide
Casey.
with shotguns and are unsuccessful.
Casey, I got one for you. You put a Freddy Krueger burn face on, and then you put another mask over it. So when you take it off, you tell them you're a burn victim patient, and it looks like Freddy.
I just said that.
I know, but I was
Third degree
getting.
burns.
I know, but I was getting specific because he can walk into a Halloween costume store and buy a Freddy Krueger face, mask. It's or even maybe I don't know if they have a Deadpool one like that. But I know that they have a Freddy Krueger one. You do a Freddy Krueger with another mask over it.
Let's see. I can put something together. I most definitely can put something together. So
I already told you my idea that I'm working on last night when I was talking to you. I told you what I was thinking about doing. So
You're going to thinking about walking into a courthouse with a camera? Are you thinking about getting a little closer to the action?
Nope, I wasn't thinking about. I was thinking about something else. It had to do with a mask. It was a certain type of mask from a movie. So, but this one, you said the president blew up on you, right? Where was it that he blew up on you, right?
But before you play it, let me say this. This guy, you can tell he's really a genuinely good guy. I was actually about to leave. I was live on TikTok. And he ended up coming back outside. And that's where it kind of, if you see the first half of the video, you can see the guy's really nice. He wasn't, I was really throwing all the fireballs at him because I was on TikTok. And TikTok has been like desperate for a video. Every time I'm on live with TikTok, nothing ever happened. So I was just telling TikTok, hey, y'all, if he don't come outside, I think you guys are bad luck. So once he came outside, you can tell I was pressing the issue, and that was because I'm live on TikTok and I'm recording for YouTube. So, and I thought that you could tell the guy was really nice. I was just saying that to the live, and right as I was about to leave, I'm like, this guy was a really nice guy. He ended up coming back outside telling me to leave. So
out.
if I can kind of say that, you kind of
You crept out
understand
on
what's
you.
going on in the video.
Have they
Well,
arrested you for real yet? And like taking you back and arraigned you and all that?
Should I show her the video where Bailey and Savage snatched you up and you were almost to the station?
No, I knew about no, but he didn't go. But he didn't get out of but I'm talking about real jail.
It's
Like,
been so
you know,
many.
catching a case.
I'm surprised she
Catching a
haven't
case.
seen it. Like everybody did a remix of it.
She might have seen it, but she's asking about getting and actually being booked and charged.
They didn't book me. They had me in a holding cell.
You're,
I was waiting to,
'cause
as
you've
far
gone
as my
for-
knowledge, I was waiting to be booked. So
Well, what I'm really surprised about is that most people that start this business, they go into like a bull in a china shop and they get arrested within the first 2 weeks, always. And I'm just really surprised that you've been able to like not caught a case yet.
yeah, my second one. I mean, they had me end up in handcuffs. I mean, you know, but they didn't get my ID.
And if it's not for the supervisors letting you out.
Yeah, so I haven't. They haven't
really bad
booked me in the
because-
jail yet.
So a lot of times these trolls will come in and they'll say, well, if you don't take the arrest, then what are you there for? What are you doing? Don't take the arrest, because just by me saying the F word at the commissioner's court meeting, that cost me $10,000 to do that, because I was already out on bond. So my bond doubled. That was $4,000. The lawyer's fee is going to be $5,000. Then the fee for the fine, or the fee for the bond for the actual disruption of the city meeting, is another $500. So it's like $10,000 just to say the F word. So these people that are out there, whenever they say that to me, I'm like, okay, bet, put $7,000 into my PayPal account and I'll go get arrested for you. Because it's expensive to get arrested. And a lot of these people get arrested because they're auditing out there. They're auditing. They think they're auditors. Hey, I do this for a living. They got 1,000 subs. I do this for a living. And they don't know the process. They don't know the difference between a plaintiff and a DA and a civil case and a criminal case. They don't know that the DA and the prosecutor are the same dude. You know, they just pick a camera and go out there. You know, it's just, they don't think ahead of time, and they're not, you know, processing anything. They don't have the critical thinking skills. They think that anybody can go out there with a camera and just start shooting things and they're going to have a great YouTube channel. But you have to have some sort of consistency and you have to have some sort of appeal, and you have a lot of appeal. So
Appreciate it.
yours is, yeah, you're going to triple and double probably within the next 2 years. Me, trolls attacked me, so you got to be careful of that too. Or have a backup channel ready, because I lost 6 months of monetization last year because of trolls. So it's hitting me all at once. They had like a system, and there's nothing you can do against YouTube, because you can never ever talk to a real person, because they're not the government. They're a private company. And they can care less about you. So make sure you get a backup channel now.
I have one. It's not monetized yet, but it already got over 1,000 subs though.
Good. Just keep working on that one too, because you never know when they're going to take you down.
Once I hit the road, I'll have way more content where I'll be able to throw them on both channels.
Correct. However, going on the road is kind of pricey too, right? And you don't really know your way around, and you're not into there's all around the country, you have different culture, different ways of doing things, different things, just like it's completely different. I mean, I know it's harder in Alabama to audit than it is, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be really careful when you're traveling to these other towns too.
Well, and what I wanted to do was actually show this one just to kind of give you a different area of the states and a different type of audit, Carolina. Like, you know how you were asking me who First Amendment Protection Agency was? This is him doing this.
Yeah,
and me and KC,
in Gardner. Right
this
here,
is a
right off.
dispensary in
Like,
Massachusetts.
I can get away with
It's going to be pretty busy.
See, this is a dispensary in Massachusetts, and what he's doing is he's filming that, but he's also filming the cars coming and going. He's trying to make himself obvious.
People don't like that, but it's a good way. Well, let me tell you something. Everybody loves Amagassic Press, but I caught a couple of his videos where he messed up on his edits. He goes around those buildings for a long time before he turns on the camera, and he gets everybody stirred up and everybody riled up before he steps in and where he gets attacked, you know? So there's a lot of off-camera stuff that people don't see that a lot of people are doing to catch, you know, because you want a reaction. I mean, that's just what it is. They want reactions, and so they build up to one.
Well, you know, what's funny is you say that. I actually saw through some bad editing, because the officer confronted him, but it was actually Long Island Audit where I saw when I was hurt. I heard
Yeah, he does it too.
that he was doing that, but I didn't believe it. But then I saw one bad edit on one video where he had gone inside and was doing some stuff, and then when he was editing his video, he didn't take that part of the cops' verbiage out because he was like, well, you were already inside stirring stuff up and acting suspicious. Then you came out here, and it's like, whoa, that person that told me that was right. And when I saw that video, I was like, that is kind of misleading. That is kind of misleading because Carolina has been on some audits with me, and she can tell you, I don't go in, I don't turn off I don't do all the, I go out there on the sidewalk, I start recording everything. Now, like KC, like
far away.
And like you and I do, there's all that dead air where there's nothing happening. No one's looked at you. No one's said anything to you, where I kind of just put little slivers showing that just panning around where I've been. So you can kind of see that I've gone around the building, you know, maybe about 30 seconds of couple clips of me moving around before we get right to the action. And, you know, and there's sometimes where yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They go in and they go in and they ask wild, crazy questions and things, and just get everybody talking in the building. Like, who is that guy? What is he doing here? Did he ask you this and this and this? Why does he want to know how much I make? You know, I can get people riled up pretty quick just by going in and asking like really off the wall questions, and it gets them all talking. Did that woman come down to your office yet? Right? And then you step out for a little bit and you come back in, and now you can really do the filming. You know, so.
Well, my thing is though, Carolina, when you go into a building though, you're not hiding your camera and asking stupid questions or being you literally have your camera on. You might ask them a stupid question on camera, but your camera's rolling and it's obvious and it's rolling. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're trying to see. The trolls will sit there and go, "You guys are trying to get a reaction." No, we're going in and filming. If a reaction happens, all we've done is caught it on camera. We're not trying to like act really weird and then go turn on our camera and go back in. We're not doing that under false pretenses.
Yeah,
we don't do that. You and I don't do that.
I don't say nothing to nobody when I go out.
Me neither. Right. I try not to say anything to anybody.
Yeah,
I try not to.
More suspicious.
Yeah, because just
they
like
come up to you and they're like, everybody, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? And you're like, no.
Okay, go ahead, Moses. I got her muted there for a second, so you get a word in.
Okay, just like she was saying that you never know. She was describing what the other gentleman did. She was saying you just never know what happened before the camera come on, and that is so true. One thing I did want to say though is when I go out, I never say nothing to no one. There is something going on before the camera comes on. I am outside pointing my camera because I'm just a horrible editor. I don't want to have a whole bunch of dead air. So my videos are always shot in clips. I'm just pointing my camera until someone comes to me, and then I turn it on. But I'm not waving at nobody. I'm not like waving at the window like, hey, here I am.
Nope.
You know, I just be walking up and down the sidewalk, and then they'll just come to me. But you can go ahead.
No, that's what I was going to say. I mean, I don't wave to do crazy stuff that's going to put me in the state hospital. It's better to be quiet and just stand out there for, you know.
Yeah, they're going to come
games
to you.
when I'm out there waiting. Yeah, I just play games, or I work on other things. I edit while I'm out standing out there in the corner. I mean, I do a lot of things.
You said playing games. What? She said.
I'll play a game. Wait to get action.
Hey, so I got a new one. That somebody I'm gonna share it with you. I'm only sharing it with y'all, so y'all gonna know. So on the next silent one that I do, whenever I do it, I'm gonna reach for his pen and pad, right? And when he give it to me, I'm gonna draw up a tic-tac-toe board and try to play tic-tac-toe with him and see if he'll.
Oh my god!
When I get it, I'm gonna draw up a tic-tac-toe board and draw a circle, and then hand him the pen to see if he'll play a game of tic-tac-toe with me. Somebody said that in the comment section. I thought it was hilarious. I thought that'd be funny. If I can get him out there sitting for a while, I'll wait a while before I do it. I won't just go to it. If he's gonna sit out
Actually,
there as long as they did, I think I'll try to pull that one off.
Actually, I want to show Carolina that video. You know what? That brings up. There it is. That one got 232,000 views that you got. I
That's a
literally want
I
to
very
saw
show.
it already. I saw it.
What
this is a
you
very
saw
good
the
video.
you saw the silent audit with the redhead?
I saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
watch.
mind.
I watch him. You know, I'm a watcher. I like
You
to
watching?
watch.
I appreciate it.
But I wanted to show FAPAs on this one. I'll try to speed it up to the good stuff here.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You experienced in photography at all?
Not really.
Oh,
That is
well,
hilarious.
then probably not.
Okay, so why are you taking
This guy won't shut up. It's great.
Is that the real reason you wanted to come up to me and talk to me? Ah, you should have started with that, man.
So what's going on?
I'm not
That
going to
is
sit here and explain
hilarious.
myself to you, man.
Can I help you
Don't
with
try to be
anything?
facetious with
You
me.
got any
You should have
experience in
asked the real question
photography?
you wanted to
Okay,
ask.
so at this point, you're trespassing. We're going to notify.
Trespassing.
We're going to notify the
Trespass.
No.
So now he's hitting the trespass. Now, I did want to point something out. Now, in the very beginning that I didn't notice when I first watched this video, he was actually in their parking lot walking to the sidewalk. But outside of that, I have not seen him back on the property at all. So the guy saying trespass, I don't think he realizes that he don't own the sidewalk.
Trespassing, really?
Stupid. They don't know.
You need to leave.
Yeah, all right. You need to leave. You as well. Take it easy.
Let's fast forward a little more.
Ah, darn it. Okay.
Oh, darn it. Okay. You're going to call the police. Oh,
See,
That's
Omaha.
funny.
Here's now. Omaha does a lot of pranks too. He does a lot of pranking stuff.
Yeah. Dude.
oh, yeah. This was good. This interaction was funny, dude, with this chick and this dude.
Hey, look, the cops are showing up. Ah.
Oh,
Hey, stick around for a free education, man. Stick around for a free education.
No. What? I don't care what. Will you be quiet for a second? Why? Just out of curiosity.
Just out of curiosity, well, I'll tell you, I stress test our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public.
Yeah,
The same one that
you know
gives
what?
you.
I totally agree with you.
Well, there you go. So it's the same one that covers you for yelling across the street to me.
Yes,
Right?
I totally agree.
All right.
I mean, why are you doing this? What's the reason?
Do you want me to just repeat the same one, or do you like you
No.
want?
I mean, is it because you have something against people buying illegal marijuana?
No, of course not. It's legal.
Then
It's
I
a
mean,
right.
I don't understand why you're just filming people.
Why do you think? Because I'm exercising my rights on
You
a
know what
public
you
right
should
of
be
way.
doing?
Yeah.
Maybe you should be going to that hotel and filming that and all the illegals that are in there.
Okay. Well, I might stop there
That might
after.
be a good idea.
I might stop there after.
You know, I mean, go right ahead. You can film me all you
Well,
want.
thank you very much. Thank you for your support to our Constitution today.
Hey, I believe in the Constitution.
I'm sorry?
Do you believe in Donald Trump?
Do I believe in Donald Trump like
do you
that he
believe in the
exists?
First
Or
Amendment? Do you believe in what Biden did for the past?
really,
20 years?
this has nothing to do with politics right here. I don't get into
Then
politics.
what
Oh,
it has
man.
to do?
I already told you, the Constitution. Your rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, you lose them. And people's rights are getting encroached on every single day in this country.
Yeah, but it's changing.
Okay.
Don't you realize?
What do you mean
that?
it's changing?
It's
What?
gonna be changing.
Imagine the socialism.
Right. So
Our
in a bad
country's gonna
way?
be
In a
changed.
bad are you
No,
saying it
no,
in a
no.
bad way or
Our
a good way?
country's going to be changing in a good way. The bad way was the last 4 years.
Okay.
All right. You
All
want
right.
to talk about your First Amendment
Oh, my
being
God.
taken away?
Yeah.
Just pay attention to what went on.
Right.
You know, that's when our First Amendment, things are changing.
I think
in
we're
this
on a
country.
totally different page, man.
I totally agree with you. I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. I think we're on a different
wrong.
page.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with what you're doing.
Yeah. But you had you seem to have a serious issue as soon as you walked out.
said that from the beginning.
You didn't even give me a chance. You said, you better not be filming me as soon as you walked out. Come on now. You gotta have some more respect for people. You have no idea who I am. Why would you talk to me like that? Why would you talk to me like that?
Can I explain?
No, I asked you a question. Why are you gonna talk to a random stranger like that and demand answers? Don't you think your conversation would have went a little bit better if you had started it off on the right foot?
I can't just go, Jesus. And by the way, you're not going to succeed on a YouTube.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hey, as
You're
this
not
thing
going to
got
succeed
50
on YouTube.
as this thing's got 150,000 views from 3 weeks ago. Okay,
That is hilarious. You're not going to succeed on YouTube. That is hilarious. I know he's seen the video. I mean, somebody seen the video and showed it to him. One of his friends seen this video.
And I mean, this little bumpkin is just sold on, straight up sold on Donald Trump, with blindly following the lies and the BS. But look what happens here. 3 cop cars. No one knows how to park in a parking spot. Kind of like Our Lady at the Chase Bank, Carolina. Now watch this. Here you go.
Yeah, that was funny.
Let's see what this guy has to say about it.
Oh, actually, I take that back. The third car is parking.
Thank God you brought back up here, man. This is a serious situation we got going on here.
Well, some calls we send 2 officers.
Oh, you got 3 here. That's crazy.
He's leaving. He's going to fun time.
Perfect.
So what's going on today?
I got nothing for you, man. I have no idea. I've just been sitting here.
Okay.
I got nothing for you.
So what can I help you with?
They called because you're creating a disturbance for their business.
They called because I'm creating a disturbance to their business. Really?
Okay, so I want to stop it there. Carolina, the lip service that cop just gave him, what do you think of that bullshit? They called us because you're causing a disturbance to their business.
I just really hate that when they say that to me and to other people, because you're just standing there holding the camera, and how are you distracting them? You know, like how are you distracting business just by standing there? You're not naked. You don't have a bikini on. You're just standing there, you know, not even really like shouting or waving or jumping around like these these income tax places have their little mascots going out there in the street, you know, dressed like statues of liberties and stuff, jumping all around. We're not doing that. You know, but we're causing the business. No, if you wouldn't say anything about us, if you would just be quiet and keep doing your work, we're going to go away for sure. You know, we're not the one distracting.
Well, let me
You're the one that came out.
KCA, that's a good point she makes. If you don't say anything or you don't do anything, we'll go away. Now, I told you, Carolina knows I like to spend about 40 minutes. If I know the cops ain't showing up in 40 minutes, it's most likely that they're not coming, and it's time to just cut my losses of that 40 minutes and bounce. Now, you and I had a discussion, but tell everybody, what is your normal wait time before you say
10 minutes.
Nothing's going to happen, I'm packing it up, and I'm leaving?
40 minutes is good. I just get, 30 minutes is good. But
if you've been doing this for a while, you go off that feeling. You gotta feel, because at the same time, you don't want to waste a lot of time either. When you can be doing
exactly what I told him.
So I don't want to waste a lot of time. So it's anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes that I will wait based on the film. Yep. So you can just kind of feel if it's going to be an issue. You can see them on the phone. So you will see them making the phone call, and you you just know it wouldn't take them too long to get there. Even though I've waited long before, but I will not do that normally. The average I'm waiting is probably. Go ahead.
He was wanting to wait. He wanted to wait 40 minutes. We had 4 cops cars drive right past us and look at us and didn't stop. I was like, let's go to the next one. They already know. You know, they already had a memo. They were, let's go. You know, let's go to the next one because you only have so much time.
KCA, what I tried to explain to her is when somebody actually calls, the call for service has to be answered. You can't call back and say, we don't want you to come anymore, and then they won't show up. You can call back and say, we don't need anymore. They're still going to come to verify. They're still going to come to verify because they have
to. I guess you got a point there. And
No, because no, because they drove by 4 times and said, "Oh, that's Carolina. Just ignore her; she'll go away." They're not going to stop.
No,
You
I don't
see?
think so. If I would have made you wait that 40 minutes, that lady that stopped and said something to me and I just waved at her and acted like I wasn't saying a word and just treated her nothing, and we didn't wait those 20 minutes, we wouldn't have gotten that rookie cop that we got to yell at for good content.
Well, I know. Yeah, we would have got her because that's the street ship patrols at that time. They only have 1 mile to patrol in that town.
Yeah, but look when the sirens went off and how many of them went flying down the road to the accident. She got stuck staying there. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how long are you going to be on your live?
I don't know. I'm probably going to be here for a minute. Why? What's up?
No, because I was in the middle. Because you remember the text I just sent you. I was in the middle of doing, putting that video together. Because I just had got 5 members, and I'm like trying to give them something.
How long does it? How long does
So
it
I'm
take
in the
you to
middle.
make one usually?
It's not
Like
really
8 hours,
hard
6 hours
to do what? A video?
to edit your video. Yeah.
Remember I don't know if you heard when I said
8 hours.
Carolina, can you let him finish or even begin to talk, please?
I'm not even talking. I'm not even. I was just sitting there waiting.
You asked him a question. He's trying to answer, and then you talked over him again. Give him a second. Give him a second.
Anything. I was just sitting there waiting for him to answer. Oh my God.
Okay, one more time. My video, maybe I'm taking too slow to talk. My videos are shot in clips because I do not know how to edit. If you see the beginning of my work, I was out there recording the whole thing, almost like I did everything. And I was seeing a lot of people taking my videos, they just shrinking it. I had so much dead air, and I'm not good at editing. So I said, instead of doing all that, I can just shoot it in clips. So I'm just standing outside pointing my camera until they come outside. When I see them coming outside, I'm turning my camera on. After that interaction, I turn it off. So all I'm doing is blending the video. I'm not really editing. I add a sticker. I add the words. That's my editing. I don't know how to.
That's good.
But I need to spend a little bit more time, messing around with the editing though. So because I see how creative these guys get with the slowing it down, the gray background, the voiceovers. I haven't got that jiggy with it yet, but this year that's going to be my main focus, trying to get just a little bit better at the editing.
Let me tell you something. Those ones with have all the good editing, they have like 6 or 7 or 8 channels. They're all those foreigner people, all with those weird accents and stuff. They don't even answer their comments. They're not real people. Those are all fake channels, and they're making money. And they've got those same people are over on the dog channel, and they're over on the monkey channel, and they're over on all the other channels. They're banking on what we're doing. So, that's what they're doing. And they've got these great big machines, and they're sitting over there in Pakistan, with about 20 guys in one room, paying them $1 an hour to do the editing. Guarantee you. Using all that.
I got the volume turned down while you guys are talking. This is Flex Your Freedoms, by the way. I got the volume turned down so you can talk because it's just the intro.
Okay.
I hate those foreigners. They're doing that.
Flex Your Freedoms has about the same amount of subs that Carolina does, but he does these costumes and gimmicks and everything else. This one's called Filming Hot Dogs is Super Illegal Now. Hungry
I
woman.
seen this. So he pulled that hot dog out, man. Oh man, I think I seen that.
Greetings. I can't wait to get
This
this out.
is hilarious.
You like what you see? Today we're conducting an investigation. Ming Ling, where are you? We had information that Ming Ling's in the Oscar Mayer Wiener plant.
That's crazy.
Ming Ling, are you inside the Oscar Mayer Wiener factory? Now what's going on?
This is a
in the
really
Oscar
funny
Mayer
video.
Wiener facility.
I've seen this video.
I actually haven't seen it. The only reason I pulled it up was because Flex had the mask on, and I was just going with the different types of audit styles and where locations. I didn't even know this was an Oscar Mayer plant. Whose phone's ringing? I just pulled this up.
I couldn't see what this is.
Well, just be really, just be really careful too about catching a case too, because like it'll set you back bad. Because like I can't get out there the way I was doing it, you know. So my channel's tanking right
Hey,
now.
let me call you back. I mean, I'm gonna have to get back on here. DZ.
Okay, I'll be here.
All right, bye-bye.
So I haven't
So
seen
I'll
this one,
I'll just keep
Carolina.
it encouraging. Mhm.
Let's tell me when to stop it because we'll just kind of break this down because I haven't seen it, but it kind of had me rolling.
Where are you, man? Where are you?
Just the way you want to.
Gate door. We do have a Jack Shack up front, folks. Normally I like it in the rear, but it's always great to see one in the front. Today I have my special ed agent, Harry B.
Wow.
We do have our handy dandy
said
notebook,
that?
folks. Seems to be a wiener.
Carolina, he says the damnedest things on camera.
I know.
I mean,
like him.
this is why I
And, you
like
know,
watching.
I saw an interview of
flicks.
why he does it too. Well, he explained to the reasons why he goes to these different personas is because he's, you know, he saw action in the Army. I guess was the Army or Marines.
No, he was in the Army.
And his like psychologist or somebody encouraged him to take different personas on as sort of like a to feel better, and it's working for him.
Well, and it's like he's got grandma, and then he did the best character I've loved so far is when he's grandma dressed in the Muslim hijabi going down the sidewalk. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That one, he's like, I'm a women's Muslims. Grandma's under covers. You know, it's pretty funny. But this
I really can't wait. I can't wait to get off these. I can't wait to get off these bond conditions because I really miss the play acting and going in and fucking with people like that.
Yeah, because you know, once you get out from whatever, if you happen to catch a charge for a little bit of a prank, it's not that bad because your video went viral. But if you're on bond conditions or you've got an open charge you're trying to pay for already, and you want to get past it so you can set the next thing up so you go into your next, I guess you could call it role or gimmick for your next viral
They're
video.
after me. So they made stuff up in that criminal court. So they're making stuff up. So I mean, I put that fake video up and they reported me for that. Remember the one I went live on, but it was from last year and they reported me on that one. Right. So
well, you have caused such a thorn in the city of Fort Worth and Tarrant County side that they literally are trying to get one over you at any way they can. Now, that's why what we were talking
even on witness stand.
Now, some of these other locations out of the county you and I were talking about the other day, I don't want to tell too many people where we're talking about going, but it's outside Tarrant County, so that way the people that may or may not know you, it's not so obvious of trying to just jam you up because they know you're on bond conditions and just trying to jam you up because they have a problem with you. Whether it's orders coming from the top, because that's where I think it's coming from, Daddy Bill, and really, to be honest with you, I don't know
because.
Go ahead.
I mean, they lied on me for both. They like the next time I go to jail, it's $8,000 to get out for the money to get out.
Well, let me ask you this question.
So,
let me ask you this question. When it comes to the city of Fort Worth, do you think Chief Noakes is telling these guys to get rid of you, or is it the mayor? Is it just maybe the patrol sergeants telling the guys?
See, what's going on is that they don't really watch my videos. They don't, but they hear from other people what they're about. And that's why they're so against me, because the narrative's changed as it passed from person to person. I mean, I have a lot of the cops that come up and say hello and shake my hand, but the other ones, they hear that I'm an instigator, that I make you look bad. I'm going to edit stuff out. I argue all this other stuff, which some of the stuff I don't even do, and then they put the memo out, don't engage with her. And instead of not engaging with me, they ignored me. They ignore me. Like, of course I'm going to get mad that they're ignoring me. I go up and make small talk with them and they ignore me. Come on. That's rude. if there was don't engage. Engaging and ignoring are two different words and two different meanings, right? And then for them to take this charge, like charging me for resisting arrest and evading, are you serious? And they really pushed for it. They really were trying hard to get me for the false reporting. So they're making stuff up as they go, and they're doing it to Mata too, not just me, but to Mata.
Well,
because
look at my case. Look at my case. Okay, I want to just point out kind of elaborate a little bit like what you're talking about, the lying. Okay, just to try to get something to stick. Like with my report, they're trying to say that I said F this and cuss this and I did this, and it's like, no, I didn't. You're lying because you put cuffs on me, you messed up my hands, and now maybe, and I don't know this for a fact till I see the body cam footage, but I'm pretty sure, and a couple of other people I talked to, that the supervisor said, okay, you jacked up his hands, you need to find something that'll stick and get creative, so that way your buddy or your partner doesn't get in trouble.
Actually, they have one guy that writes all the hard ones for them at the jail. They have a guy that's assigned at the jail, and if they can't figure out how to write the report, he writes it for them and they sign it.
Well, mine is different because I didn't make it to the jail. That was all creative right there on the spot with letting me out of the cuffs, making me sign a citation, and cut me down the road. But I was sitting in the back seat of that patrol car for 40 minutes with handcuffs around my hands right here, not around my wrist where they should have been. And I was getting hotboxed. Unfortunately, look, I'm a big guy. The few people that I talked to, because I was not presenting a danger, I wasn't resisting, I was no threat, there should have been no reason to put, they should have put 2 sets of cuffs on me. You know what I mean?
They should have thrown you down face first and broke your arm.
They should have just face planted me right on the concrete, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, permanent mark on your eye right here.
You know what? But I told you before I even knew those other facts that with Kruger getting out and saying your name, that was clearly retaliation. Clearly. And then all in 9-12 seconds?
It really breaks your heart, because we're in this because we're trying to fix things, right? It breaks your heart when you realize, when you actually accept that the court system is a kangaroo, because how dare that man stand on the other side, on the other table, and actually tell lies that we can't even dispute. You can't break the rules of the courtroom. And he would sit there and lie and say, all those things that weren't true. Like when he said, they're not allowed to ask questions about the directive. Yes, we are. That's the First Amendment. We're allowed to regress and petition and assemble and ask questions. We're allowed to. We're supposed to have reasonable time to go across the street. I had 10 seconds to go across the street, right? Just 10 seconds. That was it. That wasn't reasonable. And then for them to hide the exculpatory evidence from it.
Well, here's the thing. If you notice, right as he was getting, he didn't even tell you that he was already making demands, but right as Bots was getting ready to tell you that I could hear it halfway through the sentence say, we're conducting an invest, and then you're slammed at that point.
I turned and looked at her to see what she was going to say, because that's how it always goes. I have so many videos of me asking, why do I have to go across the street? And I wanted to present those, but we couldn't. To show how they do it. We also have the 100-page report of the culture of Fort Worth. I wanted to bring that in. We couldn't. There were so many. The culture of the police.
You know what the use of force report, or not the report, but the policy states, right? The first one is de-escalation. I mean, there was no de-escalation. I mean, it went straight to just, you're going to do what I tell you to do, or you're on face plant. Oh, wait, time up, face plant. I mean,
because I know that I don't have to go across the street if they're not doing anything. There wasn't anybody in custody. There wasn't lights. There wasn't cones. They were towing cars away, and they made the lie up about all this investigation after he face planted me, because the body cam footage afterwards, he was going around to person to person saying, I did right? I did the right thing, right? I did the right thing. I got her. We didn't have to present any of that. That's going to be presented.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second. Let's say there is an investigation, and there may have been, right? But if that's the case, and there was an investigation, that means they were lazy and sloppy during that investigation because of all the policy violations. You've got no crime scene tape around the truck that they're stating that she's looking at and allowing you to get right next to. Okay, you're literally on
for an hour.
Yeah, yeah, and then you know there's no crime scene tape. There's people walking through the parking lot, and then at the same time they don't have their body cameras on. And any time when you were following them and trying to get their attention, they could have said, "Carolina, we've got an investigation. This is an active crime scene. Can you please go stand over there?" And
guess what? I would have.
And you know what? I blame Kruger. I'm sorry. I blame the girls just as much as I blame Kruger, because those girls were walking around willy-nilly with no camera on. There's no crime scene. They weren't securing the evidence and making sure that it wasn't. Because you know what?
They weren't doing anything.
No, what I'm saying is that truck that you were able to get right behind and nobody said anything like get away, it loses chain of custody for evidence.
I could have been touching it with my fingerprints and
tampering it, or what do they call it? Not tampering, but I'm looking for the legal word.
Contamination.
Contaminated. That's the word we're looking for. Contamination. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let me get back to this.
I mean, but for the DA to sit up there and say she was there to instigate. She had plans to instigate. In fact, when she started her video, she told her audience, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into tonight. Now, if that doesn't tell you she's trying to find trouble, what else would? I couldn't believe he said that. And twisted my words around.
Well, let me do this since we kind of took an intermission on that. Let me because I really want to see Flex's video, because this seems like it's going to be.
Yeah,
you said you haven't seen this one.
Let's look at it.
I know I paused it right when he said the word wiener too. That's the funny part. You haven't seen this one yet, right? Because I haven't.
Can I see your wiener, Lenny, if you're here?
Yeah. Anyways,
How about your
Oscar Meyer. Ming Ling, we understand you are MIA, missing in action. We will find you, Ming. We promise you that. Oscar Meyer, where the hell is Ming Ling? Hell's Angel. We do have an individual, looks to be criminal. He's carrying a cart. Did he just take home a couple packets of wieners? Gutter trash. Elon Musk, is that you? Elon. What is going on here? One women's, one boy. Shit. I think they caught me. They busted me. Busted my nut. Very concerned and confused.
This commentary is hilarious.
Coming on me. Good morning. Hello.
I can't wait to get back out.
Property. You cannot be on private property, and you need to delete all that camera.
But ma'am, I know what you've done.
No.
Ma'am, I know what you're doing here. Please. Here, ma'am, I have some stuff for you that will explain everything.
No, you need to get off the property.
This is public easement, sir.
You need to delete all that.
Sir, this is public easement.
Sir.
You're under investigation, sir. Sir, you're under investigation, please.
Please.
All right, this man right here is being very naughty.
That's funny.
Don't do it, sir. Please. Don't do it. All right, we do have two snitches.
Oh.
You're under investigation, sir. Disgraceful. I offered to share some intel.
That's funny.
I think he gave her the word to go call the police and snitch. It's exactly what we don't like to see here, folks. This is the guy that told that women's to snitch. I see you over there, sir. Please. Oh, shit, he's gonna run me over. I know what's going on here, sir. He's smirking. He knows what's going on too. Inappropriate. Hey, Riverbend Transit. Public transit, please. Looks like he's smoking a doobie. Get that joint. Love to see it. Can't believe this. This is nonsense. I'm gonna go piss my pants now. That women claims this is the property. Well, sir, if that's the case, where the hell are people supposed to walk going down this road? Tylenol. It's getting me a pain in the ass. It looks like a Falcon straight from Atlanta, folks. The hell is this thing doing here? Disgusting. What the hell? We got Prime. Logan Paul. It's a creature. What the hell is that? Looked like a sack of potatoes mashed. We do have a stalker, folks. Oh, he just went behind the fence lines. He knows where we're at. He knows we're in public easement, and he's getting hornets. Two women's, Big Bertha and her sister. Oh, she's taking photographs. Oh, shit. It's the police.
There's the balloon.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting horned. I'm lactating. Milk. Shit. Good morning. Hey, we're just doing what we got to do. Right now, we're conducting an investigation. There was a women's that came out. She looked a bit big. I tried talking to her, but she said it sounded like she was cussing at me, and I didn't really like that. And she didn't want me to explain anything about the investigation. She went inside with a gentleman that was bald.
Okay, well, before we get started, you record me, I'm recording you. I'm Officer Connor, Denver Police, badge number 931.
Oh, hello, Connor.
Yeah, so what are you guys recording for, can I ask?
Yeah, an investigation.
An investigation. Do you care to elaborate?
We're looking for somebody, last name Ling.
Okay. Give me 1 second, I'll talk to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's always been looking for me, Elaine. Wouldn't it be funny if she showed up one day?
That would be funny.
If she showed up?
Snitching. They're calling the boys in blue because we're investigating. That's just not right.
Sorry, I just wanted to talk to you about what's going on. Can you elaborate again what you guys are...
Now, Carolina, he missed a really good movie pun that he could have hit this guy with when he identified himself. He said his name was Officer Connor. He should have asked him if his first name was John, as in John Connor from Terminator.
Oh, yeah. I like John.
Or he missed it, but I'll tell you right now, he's quick-witted. He's got all these other puns, but he missed one that probably would have been kind of funny. Because how many times do you think this officer's been called John Connor in his life,
Probably never. He probably doesn't even know who John Connor is.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows the Terminator.
Yeah, we were sitting out here to look for Mrs. Ling. Maybe if we could speak to the building manager, maybe they could come out with an employment sheet of all the people there.
Okay, have you tried talking to them yet?
Well, the one woman's came over here to talk, but she was just yelling.
Was it that girl?
No, it was one that kind of looked like a boy, but it was like bigger than her. She's wearing blue.
So here's what I talked to her. She's the security manager here. They have
Securitas.
So they have the right to ask you to leave their property. Okay?
Yeah.
This is their property, so they do have the right to ask you to leave.
But this is public easement, sir.
What's that?
This is public easement.
This is their property.
There's
right
no
here.
sidewalks. So.
Okay, so here's the
They
deal.
don't even know what easement is.
Only I can help you try to get from them.
Hold on, let me slow that down. He's trying to say he's trying to say it's private property, and then I heard here's the deal. So what happens when here's the deal comes out of their mouths, Carolina?
He doesn't know what an easement is. It's obvious.
I mean,
That's shameful.
Oh my God. This should be 101 in the academy. What a difference between private and public is.
Do you know what I heard? I heard that at the academy that they don't do a lot of stuff there. They have a lot of downtime where they're just sitting around, like they're at recess, and they look at videos. And what they're looking at is YouTube, and they're looking at officers that are getting shot. And they don't consider officers that are getting shot as heroes. They consider them stupid because they let themselves get shot. And so they study those videos of those cops getting shot because they think they're like, they messed up and they're not even, how ridiculous, right? And they start brainwashing them right Rookie school.
No, you're right about the brainwashing, because you got to remember, I was in the Marine Corps, and 3 months of boot camp is, you got to remember, they're 5.5 months in the academy, but they don't live in the academy. They go there for 8 hours and go home, and 5 days a week.
It's like 3. They hang out and they just hang around and they practice doing that. Which is what they do. Yeah.
But the one thing that they do is they try to break you down and build you back up and mold you to this enforceable goon squad that takes force. They don't really teach critical or logical thinking like they used to. They don't teach
critical thinking. You either have it or you don't.
They don't teach the laws like they used to teach.
I mean, these people don't even know what a keyword is to look something up on a computer. Okay.
No. What they do is they slack through the academy, and then they say, you know what, your field training officer for the next 6 months is going to teach you everything you need to know out there in the field to keep yourself safe.
And that's where the learning really breaks down, because they've been doing it wrong for so long. They think it's the right way to do it, especially the trespassing laws, 3802. You need a reasonable article of suspicion of a crime. The whole thing. They don't know what they're doing out there.
Well, here, let me give you an example. With that video of my live stream where you and I were in Arlington the other day. Okay. Mm-hmm. Look at the experienced training officer, because she had all them stripes. So she'd been there a while. Okay. Yeah. And then you have the rookie. The minute he sees me, it wasn't even thinking. It was instantly on the radio with his eyes all big. And then you notice the female cop. Well, you notice the female cop really was just kind of like
she was like, dude, we already got 2 people here, me and you.
Right. It's like, let's just write this ticket and go. We don't need to worry about them. They're not going to get close, because if we get close, she knows she can order us back. Right. And if we don't comply, then hands on. Not this, oh my God, we got people who can't help. I mean, really, dude?
I don't ever comply on the first request ever. Like, I've had these people want me to move back 3 feet. Come on, man, 3 feet.
Well, really? I try to pretend the first time or second time that I just can't hear them quite, so I try to get closer. I try to get closer so I can be like, I'm sorry, what'd you say? It's like, I told you to get back. Oh, I didn't hear you. And then
you learned that from me when they were beating that boy up from behind that when they pulled that kid out and beat him up. You learned that from me that day. I
did that, and then from Chuck. And then from Chuck, what I learned is I don't understand. I don't understand. You go over there. Do you understand? No, I don't understand. Why? And the pretending like they don't hear you gets you, allow you to come closer. They come closer. And then at that point, when they try to give you something stupid to do, you don't understand. So you can't comply. It's something you don't understand to. So, these little tricks. It's just these little tricks, and people don't understand that, it's not just do as you're told. You can still mess with them and still be within the realm of being legit. It's just like with Carolina and Kruger. Caroline, you need to go over there. Well, why? I'm not going to tell you again. Boom, face plant. I mean, that's how like that. Now, had he taken a second, calmed himself down and diffused and allowed Watts to get out her statement, you probably would have gone right to the sidewalk with no problem and never got hurt.
Over there, she was sending me. I would have been walking over there, but what happened?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, what happened the week before is he tried to press charges against me for mafioso stuff, and he turned him down. That's another retaliation.
Well, here's my thing. I got 2 questions for you, and I didn't hear the prosecutor or the defense bring it up. And I'm not trying to point fingers. I'm just saying, now that I'm thinking about it, here's the first question. Carolina, did you even know Kruger was in that patrol car?
No, I didn't even see him until he walked up.
Okay, 2. Here's the second question. Did you even know that there was an officer in that patrol car?
No, I didn't see him until he said my name.
Okay, so here's the third question. If you didn't know there was somebody sitting there, if you didn't know that it was Kruger specifically working on something, how would he be able to have intent that you might be able to film something in that car?
because he wrote it in the affidavit. Did you remember?
But that's what I'm saying. Did he?
I got out of the car because just in case she came over to my car and started filming what I was doing. I never did it yet. I did a non-crime, right?
Well,
So,
also what that is, anytime you're thinking about something, I like to call it a thought crime, but it really is speculation because you don't know. There was no
that I tried to run away. So
I know, and I saw you turn. You turned to.
I turned.
It wasn't like. Well, you know what? You obviously when you were facing bots, okay, he's to your left, which we can't see on camera, and I think that's why he lied because you didn't have the camera on him. And I know they went back to look at your footage to see what happened, not realizing that they had the camera overhead. Get the whole view.
They had the store camera. They did not know about the store camera. That was
so when he lied and put that in the report, that was before they were able to know about the footage that got released. So it contradicted exactly what was going on, just like the whole resisting and evading. You know, first off, when so I mean, I don't mean to dwell on this. You know it, we know it. I mean, we're dealing with it, but
why would I try to run away from them? They know where I live. They know what I drive. Why would I try to run away? I didn't have any drugs on me.
Here, let me do this because it just gets me mad talking about it. Let's get back to mingling. I need to laugh.
Is there anything I can help you try to get from them that maybe?
Yeah, if you want to get me the visitor roster, or if they could find Miss Ling, L-I-N-G, first name M-I-N-G, Ming.
Ming.
Yep.
Do you mind if I ask your gentleman's names?
I go by Billy.
Billy? Is that your name on your ID?
No, it's my undercover name.
Undercover name.
Not undercover anymore.
Or else we'll just be in the road. I don't want to turn into roadkill because there's some big cars out here. There's trucks.
They pick us, scoop us up, and grind us into hot dogs.
Well, that's always.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
No, this is Oscar Mayer. It should be a fun place to be.
Is there anything I can get more details about Ming Ling?
She's a Chinese woman, 35 to 39 years of age. Just a Chinese woman that we do believe is missing. We do believe she is inside. We were sitting here by Lester, so we're just trying to get the details.
Oh my
Lester
goodness, that's
Green.
so funny.
It's our boss.
Okay, where is he located at?
Well, right now, Waterloo.
Waterloo. Okay. Is it with like an agency? Or are you with a company? Or?
Yeah, it's a. He told us not to talk about it, but we are with an agency.
Okay.
Or a network.
Let me see what I can do. I'll meet with you guys here in a second.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'm a proponent for exercising your First Amendment rights. I'm all for that. That's what I'm here to help enforce. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay. I want to. Then we'll.
Okay. Did you see? I want to kind of go back to the mentality of cops with what he just said. This is what I'm here to enforce. You're not here to enforce the First Amendment. You're here to uphold and protect my First Amendment rights. How enforce? That's the mindset of the academy, brainwashing these goons.
Shameful.
I'm going to respect it, but I'm here to enforce it. No, you're here to preserve it and protect it and uphold anyone trying to violate it. But anyways, I was commenting. I put Steve Heath's comment up. He said he saw you on the screen, so he stopped in. So Steve Heath, I don't know if you've already subscribed to my channel. If you could please do so, that would be great. Smash that like button. Carolina and I have been collabing for the last 10 days or so. We've been really kind of collabing. I mean, we kind of talk.
Not really.
Something.
We're talking, but every time I make a suggestion, you're like, no, time and reasonable. I can't
Well,
do it yet because
I like to do audits during the day. Like last night, you ditched me to go to Waco. I was hoping you'd call me so we could go to Waco together, but
because you said you didn't want to go out at nighttime.
I know. I said I didn't want to go out till 3 a.m, which I think you got home at 5, 6.
I got home last night. I got home at 12.
I mean, if there was 3 of us out there, you think we could have really confused those 2 female cops with that bicycle? Oh
my God! That's the same one that did the DWI at the Whataburger and trespassed me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them sheriffs trespassing you off the damn Whataburger property. I forgot about that.
Don't throw me in that briar patch.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. You said Billy, right?
Yeah, Billy.
Billy, do you have
Harry.
Harry. Billy and Harry.
B.
I'm sorry, you said
Harry
Harry?
B.
Harry B.
Harry
Gotcha.
Harry B is in Harry Balls.
And another R and a Y. On the end.
All right.
Another one. I don't know what the deal is. Is there something going on?
I don't know. Maybe they know.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm getting nervous.
Supervisor rolled up.
We were undercover.
I think it's better that he dressed like
Yeah,
that
I'm
than the grandma sometimes.
I don't understand what's going on. This is making me nervous, making me wet. Wet and sticky.
Right between the hams.
Ham salad. Toss
No, he didn't.
Police officer.
Did he say that in front of the cop?
Yeah. Oh, he says that when he says I'm hornist, that's like saying he's horny. He says I'm hornist. I think it's hilarious. I mean, either I literally think these cops are that stupid because there's no way that I could be that stonewall with somebody cracking a joke or saying something stupid. I would let at least a little smile bust out.
Let me tell you something. Do you know why they don't? Because they don't get it. They don't
Well, that's what I'm
understand it. They
saying.
don't get the joke. That's how
What I'm
stupid they
saying
are.
is that's how dumb they are. It's it's like Generally Specific says on his channel. These guys are subpar 70 IQ. It's
They are. They really are.
I mean, look at this
I
guy.
can be rude to them for 5 minutes before they understand that I'm being rude to them. That's it.
Oh, I did the same thing to the guys in North Richland Hills in that post office audit. Then I think he realized when I said, "Would you go to Tarrant County College for the Academy?" Then he looked butthurt. Then he knew I insulted him. But outside of that, he wasn't getting it.
Yep.
Hello, sir. Hey, doing pretty good. We're just out here investigating, trying to get the women's out here, and she just went inside and yelled at us. The big women's wearing blue.
So you don't have not tried to meet anybody?
Well, we're looking for Ming.
They've already asked you guys to leave, so it might be good on that. They're going to be willing to get out of here.
I hope they will, though. Maybe they were nervous.
Here's what I want to point out, Carolina. Where's Connor's hand?
Ooh, I don't know. On a gun?
Yeah. And he's using words like enforce, right? So have you noticed that our Fort Worth PD lately has changed to where they're holding their hands up here on the vest? Because this is more of a de-escalation, having a conversation kind of tactic. This is where his hand is at the ready.
Right.
That's too quick to draw. I mean, especially for someone holding cameras, there should be no reason why his hand's on that gun, because if you maybe accidentally reach for something that may not be, you're getting plugged by this guy before this guy even has a chance to respond to a non-violent situation. That guy's ready. And you know what? Another question you usually ask him, and I'm going to tell everybody here. No, if you would have talked to Connor, you would have already asked him if he's been taking steroids.
Oh, yeah. I like doing that, too.
I mean, look how big he is compared to
always
you guys. You guys got some. Are you guys taking illegal steroids? When was the last time you took a drug test? Carolina will ask those damn questions, especially to this big
one after
dude.
another. One after another.
How often have you lied on a police report? When's the last time you beat your wife? You beat your dog? I remember those questions that you asked.
And I can't do it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck with these conditions. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't
I
wait
know.
to get back out there.
Exactly.
I can't be myself, and I'm having to adjust. It's like learning how to either go in from crawling to walking or something. It's like I'm having to learn a new skill without my toolbox.
Well, that cop's ready to shoot somebody. Look at him.
I don't know.
Chris Walker?
Yeah. My back really hurts too. Lester does want the information, so if we could just get a paper, maybe see if she's in here. Since your boys in blue, if they want to give you information, if she is, that'd help out a lot.
What information do you need?
Just to see if Miss Ling, L-I-N-G, is inside or has been inside for the past week.
Miss Ling?
Yeah, we're looking for Miss Ling. That's the investigation.
I'm guessing they're not going to give you that without a subpoena from the court.
Well, if they want to help the investigation, though, I'm not trying to get them in trouble or nothing. I just want to verify if she is there.
Call them, see what they want to do for you.
So did they have her or a list?
Cooperate with any sort of investigation you have going.
course. Well, that just leads me to believe that they are, in fact, potentially harboring her, or they know where she's at.
She had, the lady that I talked to had no idea.
So here's what I want to point out too. There's a corporal and a sergeant, but the guy that's got his hand on the gun that was already kind of standoffish a little bit, he's starting to circle because now he's out of frame.
Yeah.
That's why I always look for these signs, guys, when they start splitting up. That's why I suggested it.
I mean, so many times I've caught them behind me and I'll move. Like they don't want us standing behind them, but they creep up on you. One thing I learned from Harvey Freebird is don't let them get close enough to grab you. And, you know, that happened to me in hers because the light was blinding me. Never let them get close enough to grab you, especially if they're creeping up from behind. You can feel it. Turn around. Check it out. If they're not there, okay, they're not there. But check it out anyways. Don't let them get behind you.
No, that's why I always try to maintain
and when when one's talking to you, the other guy will position himself behind you.
That's why you watch your peripherals.
And that's and you turn so that they're not behind you. That happened when I was spelling my name Rodriguez for the jaywalking and all,
last letter Z. Last letter Z.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's some BS. But no, he asked that. No, the U-Haul.
Yeah.
No.
Small dog.
We didn't go on the property. That just makes me believe that she probably is here. Do appreciate you going in and trying to see if she is. Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. You guys have a good day. There could be a dog inside this van. Puppy chow. There's a dog.
Now, I don't know if this is true that he's got up on here, but it says there was a dog locked inside this U-Haul, and the U-Haul was also stolen.
That would be terrible. No air conditioning in that.
So here's the thing about that. If this statement is true, by them being there, probably saved that dog's life and recovered a stolen vehicle.
Probably so.
The dog needs some air. It needs fresh air.
How do they know there's a
It
dog
needs
in here?
water, and it needs food, kibble.
Well, because what happened, from what I can just speculate, because it's obviously cut, they edited,
right.
When they were trying to figure out, I heard the sergeant say, "Did you walk here?" And he said, "Yeah." He asked about the U-Haul because the U-Haul nobody was driving because that's employee parking. So I think Connor over here had already kind of looked at the U-Haul thinking it was theirs and took a peek and saw the dog inside. So now they mention, are you not driving the U-Haul because there's a dog locked in over there? Now they're at the U-Haul. And according to what this is saying, it may have been, according to this, it's stolen, but I don't know how much truth there is to that. I don't know if he's being funny or.
About 10 years ago, before you got here in Texas, there was a tractor trailer that was parked for 10 days at a rest area, and it started to smell. There was 50 illegal immigrants in it. Someone had just rolled it up, left it there. 50 illegal immigrants had died in the back of that tractor trailer.
That's crazy.
Here in Texas, in the middle of summer.
Well, we got about 1 minute 4 seconds. Let's see if we can get some confirmation if this was really a stolen vehicle or if he was just messing around.
So I'm happy we were here today because we did just help a dog get free. It's about to get free, or it's going to be put down. It's one of the two.
It's going to be taken to the shelter. Okay.
What's that? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Let's hope, and I'm just saying this, okay? If they know how to investigate, that the dog has actually a chip in it because they can track the chip back to the owner. Because the dog may have been stolen along with the truck. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Hopefully the dog was stolen.
Hopefully the dog is with. But we got about 48 seconds, and it looks like he's about to say something, recap, and do an outro.
BCNN, folks. Today, we just solved a crime. There was a puppy locked inside of a U-Haul, and without our due diligence and investigative skills and prowess, all dogs go to heaven except that stupid little puppy. So that's going straight to hell. And we got that U-Haul that was stolen by a nerd. We got to return to safety. We are the best in business, folks. Billy B and Harry B. BCNN, folks. Until next time, read it and weep, sucker. Yeah, you're a tyrant. Suck my dick. Okay,
Hey.
that's it. Yeah, right.
I'm already too drunk. I can't.
That he got arrested. He got arrested about 9 months back, I think, for that video.
In front of his house.
On this segment that you see right here, there was the police called to a neighbor's house right there nearby.
His house, yeah. It's
And-
right in front of his house.
Hold on. Are you muted or did I lose my sound? Okay, there we go. So what happened was he was trying to watch his neighbor because he's an older, dark gentleman, and they were kind of roughing him up, and he said something, and one of the cops, I think either this cop or the guy's lieutenant, kind of shoved him back out into the middle of the road, and then he was pissed off talking to these. Oh, you did see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this part right here was the end of that video where he's like, suck my dick, and the cop just, all right, here. I mean, it's
They
like,
deserve that.
you don't even know what disorderly is. It's just like with Mata. Get your fucking hands off me, disorderly. It's like, really? Come on, man. You guys don't even know what this, you don't even know what cussing is, let alone disorderly. But yeah, that's that was BCNN. You know, I'm sure you've seen the grandma videos. I love that one. Have you seen this one yet? Joey Surreal did it with Chuck Bronson the other day.
No, but you told me all about it.
The jewelry store.
I really didn't watch it.
This is the reason I brought up the jewelry store one was because we were in Pantego, and remember, I was like, damn it, I wish we would have done the jewelry store, because before we even got started, before you even knew what was going on and getting your stuff out of the trunk, I was getting eyeballed with just pulling my camera out. I mean, I didn't even have my tripod set up, and I was like, fuck, the jewelry store would have been perfect. I didn't even know it was here. I mean,
Pakistanians are always worried about terrorists, you know.
I know, but you know what? This video right here is what made me think of jewelry stores and cash pawns and pawn shops and things like that from this video right here. Just because, here, I want to pull this up real quick. I don't need, what happened? I thought I heard Later Gators somewhere. Did I have a different video up or something just now? That was really weird.
I didn't hear it. You might be hearing voices.
No, I heard Chili's voice right now that just said Later Gators. So that was really weird. I thought maybe I had it playing in the background or something, but that kind of threw me off. So on this video, I mean, it looked like everything was going good because it's like Amagaset Press, you know, the whole street sidewalk kind of thing, and then they're standing right outside these doors, and then this shit happens right here.
What are you filming? What are you filming? What are you filming?
Filming the jewelry store.
Why?
Because I want to.
Well, I'm the owner of the jewelry store, so why are you filming my store?
It's beautiful, bro.
Well, you don't need to film my store. Why are you filming my store for?
Why not? It's beautiful in the public sidewalk. It's a beautiful store, dude.
Call the cops.
Really? For men with cameras?
That's right.
Call the cops for a man with a camera.
That's why.
Here's security issues about what?
Listen, I don't need to talk to you. I'm gonna.
Then kick rocks, bro. It's that simple.
Now here's where, and maybe I'm being facetious, maybe I'm being just pointing out the obvious. I don't know, but I'm gonna ask the question. You know, they've got all these cameras that are facing outside in the store. I mean, everywhere, right? Because I'm looking at this picture right now. I'm looking at this picture right now, and I'm seeing in the store 1, 2, 3, 4, at least just 4 that I can see just on the ceiling here. Actually, take that back. I see 5. But here's where my question is, and being obvious. Now they got all these cameras in the world, right?
Right.
But you're out on a sidewalk filming with one camera, and they're trying to say it's a security issue. Isn't that what the security cameras are for?
Yep. No, their cameras are because they don't trust their employees. And those are all pointing towards the cash register.
Well, it's not just the employee. I'm guarantee you that 360 camera's catching everything within 360 of that.
Those cameras are not pointed outside. They're all pointed at the cash register.
No,
because they
I'm
don't
not
have
saying
security.
no, Carolina. I'm not saying inside the store because we don't see the outside of the store where they've got more cameras on the outside of the building. What I'm saying is
Pointed
these
towards the
cameras
cash register.
here are getting a 360 view of the entire store, everything. And those cameras
And the cash
are not cheap. Those cameras are state of the art.
I know. They spend the money on the cameras for sure.
You
And
know?
on their cars.
And then, yeah, and then this guy, look at this clown right here.
And they wear the same suit every single day and they don't wash it. That's
No,
weird.
I didn't heard.
You don't need to be filming my store, period.
Get out of my store. No suit for you.
What's the purpose of the filming?
Okay, so he doesn't want his store to be filmed, right? So here's my next crazy question. Why are you going to leave your doors wide open, and why are you going to make a business with glass windows to where everybody can see inside?
Why are you gonna he knows he's wow. Doesn't he understand how social media could hurt him?
You know what? And you know what's funny is you say that, because that's the first thing that I think about when I go out there is I'm just thinking to myself, do these people, regardless if they see the videos online or not, okay? Because you don't know who that person is filming. That could be CNN, ABC, Fox News, whatever, right? Or it could be just some idiot who's on vacation just videoing everything. My question is, how are you going to sit here and leave the security of your business, walk all the way out to the sidewalk, confront somebody, and demand that they tell you why they're filming, and then expect... Go ahead.
Because he's in a caste system and he thinks he's up here. Like, all right, they have that. I don't think he's Indian. I think he's Pakistani, but they still men dominate, and they really think that because of that religion they're in, that they dominate over all the rest of us. Heathens. They call us heathens. Did you know that? They think that they're going to go have the virgins up in heaven. We're not. But
okay, but here I got two scenarios where you were with.
I guarantee you, he has a gun in his waistband in the back.
Okay, but here I got two different scenarios, slightly scenarios that you were with me at two different banks. Okay, one, the Pinnacle Bank of.
You know, I always forget
There past the chase, okay, that we were at. Okay, the first thing was we weren't even there. No, I'm just saying we weren't even there 2 minutes. And that lady, because I listened to the 911 call. By the way, you didn't know that I listened to the 911 call. I got it like yesterday, the day before, whatever. Anyways, this lady literally called with it because I heard where she was describing we were standing. We were in front of the store before the mail truck even pulled off. She had already was on the phone because she was describing us walking towards the oncology place next door on the 911 call. And then we walk the length of the bank and we start to walk back, and halfway back, which was probably about, I think we were there about 6 minutes at this point. She comes out and confronts us halfway across the parking lot. And as she goes back in and you dismiss her, because I left that part of the audio.
She didn't like that. She did not like that. She was probably the bank manager. Nobody talks to her like that.
And then I start walking back to the front because I'm looking ahead across the highway and I see the cop already exiting. They were already en route. They literally showed up in less than 7 minutes from the time we showed up. Okay. But the other scenario was when we were down at the first financial bank where that cop tried to get a trespass off the grocery store.
Yeah, that's funny.
That guy came out and confronted us. Before that, because I didn't see it, I was in the back, but I used your clip from that. Yeah. Carolina had another woman confront her. So 2 people came out and confronted us, and then go in and call the cops. And then that was after they invited us into the branch.
But they had no customers in there. How people, you know.
I think they had one customer. I think they had 1 or 2 customers in their period. That was it.
Look how many people were working there for no customers. Like they do everything online.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking to myself, look, if it's really not that busy, like both places were virtually empty that we were at. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's really that empty, okay, you got somebody who's on a sidewalk, okay, or in our case, it was an easement, I think, in both places, okay. You go out, you confront them, you call the cops, and you are like literally acting like something is going to happen. If something was going to happen, first off, I don't think we would be as obvious as we were with tripods, because if you hear the description of both those 911 calls, they talk about us having tripods. They have these cameras on tripods.
They're casing the bank.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was going to case it, you wouldn't know I was casing, because I'd have... Now, Harvey Freebird, I think I showed the video right before you came up, but he had those Ray-Ban glasses going behind Josh and Justin going, well, I'm doing an investigation on these frauditor guys. What were they asking you? And he was taking notes, and the guy didn't even know he was recording because he had the glasses on. And he was literally having a conversation where this guy was lying about what Sid and Josh...
It just happened.
Yeah. So...
They twist our words. They do. They did that. They did that at my trial.
Oh, well, they didn't just twist. They were, I mean, Lloyd was straight up
They got up
lying.
there and I did that computer crime I did. They said, oh, yeah, that was at lunchtime. No, it was not. It was at 10:30 in the morning and about 6 people got fired. You know, all that.
Well, here's the problem I saw with that. Here's the problem I saw with that video of that little security breach, they want to call it or whatever. First off, computer breach. But when I watched that video, that whole video that you put out, the gates were wide open. You were walking around. I didn't see any employees whatsoever.
None.
You walked into an unsecured location. There was no trespassing signs. There's no restricted access.
Into the shop.
You went in there, and yeah, you were having fun. You got on the computer, and Carolina was here.
But wait, I wasn't having fun until I made sure that there wasn't somebody laying in the back with a heart attack. I thought somebody really had a heart attack in the back.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that, like, knowing that you were getting ready to leave and there was nobody in the facility and you'd already walked through there, you were having a little fun with it because it was like, I'm not going to stay around, but you guys really need to lock your shit up. You know,
I left a note. Carolina was here, and I sat back in the front desk with my feet up on it. You know, like just to show them, like, look what I can do when you're not here. You know. But I didn't steal anything from their computer. Like they accused me of, and I had no way. I had no money. I had no way to hire a lawyer. I had to take the plea.
And also at the same time, when they say breach, I'm thinking that you were on the other end of a computer hacking into their system or.
And stealing stuff.
Going in and putting some software like in the movie Hackers at their computer trying to break. To me, that's what when I hear computer breach, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what it says as the elements for the crime too. But like I said, I had no lawyer. My bond in my other case that I was out on went up to $45,000.
So the fact that they try to bring this up, I laugh because it's not just a stretch or a reach. It's a blatant lie.
But you know what? They should not. These dummies, they didn't do their research. They didn't look at that video before they presented it in court. Because after they played this big scene about how I stole out of the computer, and then they played the video, the jury's like, come on, are you serious? They were laughing at the video, right? And that they were embarrassed. Lloyd was embarrassed because he didn't watch that video beforehand. The video was nothing what the man on the stand described. It was obviously that I was trying to be funny in it, that I was being funny in it.
Well, and from what I see, really, it's not like you had intent to break any kind of laws.
Here's another part too. When I was walking through the yard where nobody was there, they had all those vehicles, police vehicles, right? And I wrote, I said, here's an undercover, here's an undercover. What I meant to say was, here's an unmarked vehicle, here's an unmarked cop car, because they were not undercovers because you could see the lights on them. But the prosecutor says, look at her. She has intent. She wants to expose all our undercover police officers. Do you know how much danger she can put them in by filming their license plates right there and calling them undercover vehicles? Well, where is your security at this place? Why am I allowed to walk through this parking lot and film these undercover videos that were really just unmarked vehicles? He lied to the jury on that one.
Well, if you notice, he was even lying about how close you were to Kruger when you were there for your retrial hearing.
And he said, and the tow truck was already pulling back. She was right in front of the pathway of the tow truck. No, I wasn't. I was unconscious. And then the tow truck pulled up. You know?
Yeah, because you're literally knocked out and having your agonal breathing where you can clearly hear it. When you start to hear in the far distance the tow truck beeping, and then as it gets closer, you can hear it getting louder and louder and louder.
Yeah. He goes, she was even blocking the tow truck from getting in. And they're listening to this. They don't see, we watched the video 25 times, so we have it memorized. They watch it once and they're thinking, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about how you plant memories, right? That's how you plant memories. They only saw the video once and they're probably like, oh yeah, well, she was, wasn't she? She was. That's what I remember too.
But if you notice, this is why I do breakdowns of videos, and this is why lawyers really like Michael Eline. He does breakdown of videos, and this is where defense attorneys need to get better at breaking down the video to show in its entirety that there was no intent. This is what happened. It wasn't what the prosecution is stating. This is what factually happened, and there was no knowledge. And then once you start pointing out that the prosecutor's lying, then do you think that they're going to keep believing what the prosecutor says?
No, he said she was going to start trouble. She was planning it. That's why she said, let's see what kind of trouble we can get in tonight. Hello, guys. Welcome in.
Right. Well, that was the previous video before your 7-minute video. And you know what? But you know what? Mark had a good defense on that about like, hey, I when I was younger, I said, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into when we go out, but not like illegal activity.
What I'm trying to say this too is this is how you can plant false memories onto people. Shut up, dog. You're making me mad. I don't even know where you're at. That's how many people in this chat have put their car keys down, went back to get them, and they were gone, right? But the prosecutors have skills in putting these things into the jury's mind who's only seen the video once. Oh yeah, that's how I remember it. It's how you present things. It's like, how fast were you driving when you crashed your car? How fast were you driving when you bumped into that other car? Which of those scenarios seem really violent and which seems really minor, right? It's how you use the words. And for him to plant memories into the jury's head, they're not going to watch that video again. They already saw it once. They don't need to watch it again. But they have the memories, the false memories that district attorney planted in their head that, oh yeah, she said that about the trouble. I didn't say that on that video that he presented. That video was another video from my archives that wasn't even shown to the jury. But he told the jury she started her video with that. And they're like, oh yeah, she did, didn't she? No, but he presented that to them that I did. And now they really believe I said that, right? They really believe I was standing in the way of the tow truck because that's what he told them. You see? So that's how you plant false memories in people. It's easy to do.
I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna kind of
filming everything.
That was good. That was a good speech.
It's for myself, and then I like to video record. That's what I do.
No,
for a
you
living.
don't video record a jewelry store because of security purposes.
And see, I kind of just went over that like security purposes, but he's got cameras everywhere.
The owner, I can tell you who I want to record my store.
Not from public. That's
okay,
the issue.
So the store.
Not from public.
Yeah, you're not in Pakistan no more.
I don't even think he's from Pakistan, to be honest with you.
I know. I'm just saying that.
But I mean, this guy's like basically messing with Joey Surreal, and then Chuck jumps in because Chuck was here.
If you want to have a cordial conversation, I will. About what? We can start over.
About what we're gonna have a cordial conversation.
You came out speaking to me. You want to know where I'm from, so let's have a cordial conversation.
Okay, so where are you from?
He's from the same place you are. I'm from here, man.
From New York.
Okay, then. I'm from Florida. We take video in public, whatever we like to see. I like jewelry, dude, and I like to record. Especially this store. It's nice. Is there a problem with that?
There's no problem.
So then what's the issue?
The issue is, again, we have security issues.
But what's the security
If
issue?
you got security issues,
why aren't you hiring security guards or something? You know?
Exactly.
Security issues, where's your guards? They are, we're going to wait, bro. Got more cambacks going on.
Where's the dogs? Where's the guards? Where's your mace? We know you got that gun in your back waistband.
You're supposed to say security issues. Well, then, like, where's your security guards? If you got security issues, I don't even see no cameras on this joint. Will you get out in front of my camera? We got two of them.
Oh, and you know what else? You know what else? That DA kept saying that I was using profanity in that video.
Why are you going back to your? Why are you always going back to you and your?
I just thought of that just now. I just thought of that just now that he was.
You gotta let it. You gotta let it go.
That's how you lose with juries.
I mean, there was a parking spot right here.
So the cop explains to them that he has every right to film. But this guy right here.
Because you were right, I was wrong. I'm a man and I admit it. There's no problem with that. All right, so it's all good. You know,
we're harmless. Relax.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I explained to you.
It's okay to come up.
When I have a client telling me, listen, I got people videotaping me in the entrance and they get nervous, I'm very protective of my clients.
I get you.
I know how to run my business. But
apparently not.
Yeah. So
You didn't try to keep your straight.
So, yeah, the
You
office
learned something new today.
Yeah, I'm good. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Cool.
Appreciate it, officer. What's your name back? What's your name back?
My name's Officer Collins 227, but you're not here just recording jewelry, are you?
Okay,
Come on, dude. What are you, a
I'm
corporal?
recording anything in public I can see.
I'm Officer Collins, dude. I'm not gonna do what you
Yeah,
want
a
to do.
little hostile, bro. You're a little hostile.
Matt, nice professional attitude, officer. Nice professional attitude. You got 2 years, right? He's talking in that one, and I'm talking in that one.
Anyways,
They
you
don't
said
care.
you're just here because you like jewelry, but you're asking everyone their name and badge.
Of course.
Okay.
I want to know who.
Because you're here now.
You're not going to get me agitated, guys. So you can have a nice.
Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bait me.
Yup. So, you know, it's funny because until that guy showed up and had attitude,
Right.
I think the other officer was very professional, educated, stood aside, let the two individuals apologize, work things out, and separate without incident. But when they go to ask name and badge number for whatever, you know, to identify whatever, because that's part of their policy. And again, people don't realize, they sit there and go, you're just trying to agitate. No, we are stress testing the rights and seeing if the cops are going to act like that or act like that other officer, like they're supposed to act. And if nothing transpires, then they pass. They do a great job and handled it right. But there's always that one idiot that just can't do what he's supposed to do.
And what happens is the guy that was a good cop turns into a bad cop too, because he's going to feed off the bad guy that walked in.
Yep. And you know what? You point out a good point, because do you see the black cop in the back with the sunglasses on? I don't know if you can really see it. Like he's kind of real there, small in image. But if you see, I think you get trying to get a better view of him right there. You can see him right there. Now, what's going to happen is he doesn't say another word. He kind of just walks off, kind of like with that attitude. But it's because this one got the attitude, so this one's going to follow in suit. And then if you see this guy, the one that was professional, he's not going to have any more words, and he's going to walk off. And you know, you're right. It takes one bad apple.
It's the same every time.
Yep, to make them all look bad. I mean,
move along. Don't just be professional. Make yourself look good.
Yeah, then you make yourself look good.
Make yourself look stupid. That's a great idea.
I was in the highlight of the department, bro. And the good side, this guy.
Some cops just don't care.
Has a nasty attitude. See you out back. Appreciate it, guys. Take it easy.
So that's that. I don't know where Carolina dropped off to. Maybe she just got disconnected for a second. I'm going to probably be calling it quits here shortly, but I do want to let you guys know I dropped a video yesterday. If you guys haven't watched it yet, if you haven't hit the like button, you haven't commented, I'd like you to go over there and do that for me. I'm going to play part of this video real quick. And just show you real quick.
Because I was most definitely told to come over here to Origin Bank and
Joey Surreal, that's actually his brother. So from what I was told, that's actually the real Joey Surreal. That one that we just saw was his little brother.
Prosperity Bank because of some things. But make sure you keep watching and most definitely hit that like button. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. Most definitely drop me a comment. And most definitely share this across your platforms. And with the BZ Watchdog family, let's get into it.
So just to let you guys know right there, I was kind of doing the Kansas City accountability exaggeration with all the most definitelys. But I do want to kind of just show you that if you guys haven't watched the video, go over and watch the whole video. I'm going to just show a little part of this.
I was just wondering, why would you taking pictures of banking?
Why? Do I need a reason?
Well, the ladies are getting pretty suspicious.
Suspicious is very subjective. I told her I was conducting an investigation and she freaked out, went inside.
What kind of investigation?
I can't go into that, sir. That's a paid investigation. I'll tell you that.
Are you private?
All I can tell you is it's a paid investigation. I am not law enforcement. I will tell you that much. Business, what I was working on, I would tell them. Just like it's none of anyone's business what I'm working on, it's none of my business what they're doing inside.
What's going on?
See? And then I just keep repeating myself.
You understand we're a bank, right? This is a huge security issue. As my employees were pulling down the blinds, you were trying to continue to record. What's going on? Do we need to get the police involved?
I don't know. Do you need to get the police involved?
I'm asking you, are you going to leave and quit invading on our privacy as a bank, or do we need to get the police involved?
What privacy do you have?
We are a bank. Do you understand going inside and recording is a huge issue?
You're right. Going inside and recording is an issue, but I've never gone inside.
Are you videoing my employees? What is it you're trying to capture?
What am I? How do you tell me?
I don't know.
What's your name, anyways?
Why would I give you my name?
Because you are acting like if your name was Karen or something.
What's your name?
Exactly.
My name is Nunya. Nunya Business. That's my name.
Okay, well, this is my
You are not law enforcement. I don't have to provide it to you.
Did I ever say I was law enforcement?
Maybe you have to get the law.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe you'll get educated today if that's what y'all want to do.
That's what you want?
Okay. Maybe you'll get educated. Securitas could use another lawsuit today.
We can help you with. We can do that.
Are you taking lunch orders? Because I could use a burger and some fries right now.
Respectful. I guess this is the approach we're gonna have then.
Absolutely. If that's the approach you want to take. Wait, who, her or me?
You're welcome to leave. We would actually like that.
I just want to know if I'm being unlawfully detained or not.
He's a security guy.
Security doesn't mean anything.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm telling you about the security of your bank. It only matters when I'm inside your bank. I think he's actually educating the man.
I'll let you guys handle.
No, you already got involved when you came out.
Okay.
You already involved yourself when you came out, Karen.
I did involve myself, and I'm uninvolving myself because these.
Oh, you can't go back from that. Good job. Get that blind closed. Good job, ladies. I'm pretty sure that privacy that you want to create is on you and not on me.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Privacy of the bank.
You're making a lot of trouble that doesn't need to be happening.
That's because you need an education, Karen. I don't know where you got your degree in law. I'm paid to be out here. Are you paid to be out here or are you paid to be inside?
Yes, I am.
You're paid to be inside.
That's not. I don't have a jurisdiction on where.
That's right. You're dismissed, Karen. You're dismissed. I'm done with you. Unless you're gonna bring me a burger, a bottle of water, or something. I have nothing that I want from you.
I thought you were getting paid. I think you can give your own.
That's right. I don't want nothing from you. That's what I said.
You just asked me.
That's right. Oh, you have an awesome weekend. How about that? I'm gonna one step.
And here we go. Here are the lies.
Address of the emergency.
The address is 3100. We have a guy out here being very aggressive standing out here with a camera.
Okay, 1 second, sir. The address that you gave me, is that for a house, apartment, or business?
It's a business.
What's the name of the business?
A bank. Suite 120. Suite 120.
What is the name for the business? I can't hear you.
Prosperity Bank.
Prosperity Bank? Okay. And you said that there's a male out there with a camera?
Yes.
What is he doing?
He's being very belligerent. He's not explaining why he's out here.
So do you have me on speakerphone?
Yes.
Can you take me off? Because it's really hard to hear you. You keep on cutting off.
Okay.
Is he white, Caucasian, or Hispanic?
It's white.
A white male. About how old do you think he is?
I say about 40, I say.
40. What color shirt and pants is he wearing?
He got the black hoodie and a flag like beanie cap, blue jeans.
Blue jeans. And what color was the cap that he has on?
It's a flag. Yeah, he's standing in front of the bank. He's being very belligerent. Very belligerent.
Can you see any weapons on him?
No.
Okay. And you say that he's outside of the bank, being belligerent, he has a camera. Is he refusing to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
He refused.
Okay. Are you an employee there at the bank?
I am a security guard.
Okay. What is your first and last name, sir?
My first name is Clifford. My last name is Brye. B-R-Y-E.
B-R-Y-E. Okay. And your phone number?
My phone number?
You said it's 402-812-5881?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Clifford. I'm going to go ahead and set up a call for officer's response. If anything changes or if it escalates before the officers arrive, just give us a call back and let us know, please.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So you just want me to stand out here and watch him?
It's up to you. So whatever you feel is the best option. Okay? But
okay.
If anything changes, I would advise, if anything changes, just call us right away, please.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Fort Worth 911, what is the address of the emergency? Business?
Business.
What's the name of the business?
Beg your pardon?
What is the name of the business?
Priority Bank.
Prosperity Bank?
Prosperity Bank.
Okay. And what's going on there?
We got a guy out here being very belligerent. Trying to take a picture, try to video inside the bank. He came down to the 3100 and started mouthing off to people standing in the lobby. So, it's getting a little bit out of hand.
Okay, well, you said that he's being belligerent. What is he doing?
He's conducting himself loudly. He's being very loud and rude.
And you're an employee of the bank?
I am a security guard. I'm a security guard.
And what is your name?
Clifford Brye.
And what is your phone number?
My private number is 4. Yes.
Okay, so I do see that you've called about a white male, approximately 40 years of age.
Yes.
Has anything changed since you last called?
Yes, he's being more belligerent.
So, I mean, you did provide that information already.
Yeah, but
has anything else changed?
Yeah, he's starting to walk up and down and get in people's face.
Okay, we'll get that information added for the officers. If anything changes, give us a call back.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What they say? I'm right down here. I ain't going nowhere. I just want to get a good shot of this guy who was trying to escalate things. Escalate, shouting, loud noise? Absolutely. That's disorderly conduct with the statute 42.01 Texas Penal Code. I know the law pretty well, Bubba.
Come on in.
Yeah, come on in. Don't worry about these cameras. Oh, that's disorderly conduct, profane language. Oh my gosh. Snowflake. Go be a snowflake inside so you don't melt. Melt from feelings. To educate these folks. I had another knucklehead down there that was trying to escalate things, but they will learn. They will get educated today. What I gotta do? I told them not to call you.
Guy was taking camera pictures of them inside the bank. Talking about breaking the security code. And standing out here, and I was talking to my supervisor. He leaves. He's not going nowhere.
So you called?
Yes.
And the problem is with the ladies inside the bank?
I'm with him.
But is the ladies inside the bank have the problem with them being here?
Right.
Otherwise, y'all wouldn't be talking to them?
No, with security.
I understand.
When they called us, and we talked to them about the filming and stuff outside the bank.
Right.
And just to let you know, sir, because I know you showed up when that lady came out, got confrontational.
Look, even got an
She's
armored
screaming,
truck
I can't
there.
go inside or I can't be in her. I never went inside her bank. I've been out here the whole time. In fact, I was out here less than 3 minutes. So
I'll go explain it to the ladies inside the bank. What was the name of the lady who called you?
They got here.
there was one young Hispanic lady that came out. I started to kind of tell her what I was doing, and then she told me I can't film out here. So being the Gen X guy that I am, when I'm told I can't do something that's within my legal realm, I decided I was going to do it longer. So, and then I don't know, probably, and I think this other one's been filming me. It's just ironic they tell me I can't film, but yet they're filming me. And then the third lady, I think is the manager of the bank. She came out and was just kind of condescending and kind of very hostile. And when she was condescending and she asked me if I needed anything, I just told her a bottle of water or a burger. If you're taking lunch orders, that would be great. And she told me I was rude for saying that, and went inside. She was going to call the police. So, but this guy down here has been disorderly, calling me all kinds of abusive, vulgar, profane, and indecent language. I did try to go down and get his picture, and he ran back inside. But this guy, I mean, it could be a disorderly conduct or Class C citation on 42.01 right down there. I know that statute very well. So, but he's been great. Actually, he's been probably.
I'll explain what's happening. And hopefully they don't call you.
Now you guys look very familiar, like I've ran into you before. You just 30.05 Texas Penal Code, Class B, unless it's on. I wasn't even going to be here that long, but after they shut their blinds, but it was after they told me they were calling, that lady came out. That's the only reason I stayed. I was going to try to have you guys go chase me down anywhere. And like I said, until I want to hit you with good citizen as identifying with the 6th Judicial, since they had closed their shades, I wasn't even going to hang around, but they told me they called.
If I ask for your ID, are you going to provide it?
I'm going to hit you with good citizen as identifying with the 6th Judicial District of Hibble versus Nevada. Matt, look, I'm telling you right now, your name sounds familiar, and he looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen you guys around.
This is my first time meeting you.
I may have just seen you down.
Anyways, guys, make sure you get over there, watch the full video, hit that like button, smash that like button, drop me a comment so I can respond to you. And I'm going to go over and end this stream. But if you guys can go over to Michael Elon's chat, do a BZ Watchdog raid. I just dropped the link to Michael Elon. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for everybody that's come in, watched, dealt with me, Carolina, KCA, and dropped some memberships and super chats. We appreciate all of you for the support. And I'm going to get the flock out of here with that. Peace.